Hey everybody! No, it is Thursday actually, but due to some things going on, we decided to do a night cast because yesterday was so out of whack. So now we're doing it tonight. This is the Thursday edition of Nightcast, a one-off edition of Nightcast for Thursday. Um, we have a lot to talk about with the major news going on and everything. And also, we hope you all are enjoying your wonderful Thursday. And Joker is back from his trip. He's going to be all that is. Oh, I love that shirt.
I was on a cruise in the Caribbean for a while. We landed in Puerto Rico 2 days before the ship, so this shirt has a little bit of a slight horror story, just a little bit, not horror, but a little. Oh my God, we don't want to be here right now for old San Juan. But we'll get to that when I have enough time for Nightcast. But there's a lot of news to cover. It. Phoenix did a good job. I saw a little bit of the Wednesday stream last week. That's why I said greedy on the cruise ship. If anybody's wondering which cruise I took with my parents Norwegian Epic. So I was on the Norwegian cruise line, NCL. So that's where I was at. And some of the photos that he saw just a little bit because we follow each other on Instagram. He's like, "Take me with you. I'm ready to."
Oh,
It was
I
a big
wanted to
ship.
go. I wanted to go. I was like, Joker, let me get it would take me 10 minutes to get for me to get my suitcase together. It would take me 10 minutes and I would be there. Cuz believe me, I could go for one right now too. I would love to go. So real quick, let's see. What do we got for an opener? Oh, okay. Okay, so I did see
So the
some foot
big opening. So you go first.
we're playing this at my current place. We
Hmm.
have this at my current theater.
It only
So
takes about. Oh, nice.
so
I still have it as well.
I did see a few scenes here and there, but I'm gonna leave it at that.
Was Mark a good director? Like this is his debut, actually. This is his. Well, despite from the YouTube skits he did or his long series that kind of like that had that murder mystery vibe to it. He was also on Quarter Crew because he said that learning from visual effects videos made him a better director. So that was really interesting that Mark was even on Quarter Crew. So like, look, I kind of did this for learning from stat stuff, so that's great. But to be fair with the game, it's only about like an hour long, and I do have the game. I just need to play it. But this, just remember, this was supposed to be a limited 1 week run, but all the tickets sold out in select theaters, and it was like, oh, I guess people want to see it, and then expand to 1,000 more, and here we are later. It was only a $3 million budget film and it's now over like it's more than that 10 times the original budget. And Mark did this on his own time, his own money, outside the Hollywood system. That's why they're afraid of him. Self-financed films are making more money outside of big Hollywood.
And
Good job, Mark.
and this sets up the precedent because if Iron Lung can do just as good on a 3 million budget, I would like to see a Poppy's playtime. Sign me up because I've been playing it like crazy, and chapter 5 is next week.
Oh, really?
So
Oh, I thought it was be longer.
so quick plug real quick. Next Friday night, I will be
Series
playing
finale.
Poppy's Playtime Chapter 5. I have been waiting for this. I meant to play a trailer for it for the oh wait a minute. What does it say?
If you still have it, we can play the trailer after this. So
Yeah, I could yeah, I could find a trailer off keep talking, Joker. Go ahead, keep talking.
So to me, I'm impressed because I was wanting to see this. I thought like it's gonna be gone when I get back from the Caribbean. No, it's actually still in my theater. So tomorrow I have off. So I'm like, I might just go to an early showing and see this. And kind of like with Terrifier 3, which also did very well for horror. as well. It's once again spend smarter, not harder. And Mark, I saw his video. If anybody saw his video, where he's like he sold out the tickets. It's like this is genuine happiness. He just said thank you. I to think you go back from playing games on your laptop during the golden years of YouTube. I remember Mark because he did all the Slenderman videos. If you recall that, Mark used to be the Slenderman guy. Did all the different Slenderman stuff, did a bunch of stuff, and then of course the big boom, FNAF.
Oh yeah, FNAF, and that's how we were able to get that. That's how we were able to get the Five Nights at Freddy's both movies. That's how we
Both
were able to.
movies, the books, the different spin-offs that
This
made
makes up
Scott
for.
wealthy to get out of the grocery store. And for
This
Mark, he even
makes
said I
up.
could. Oh,
This
go ahead.
makes. Oh, sorry. This
Go ahead.
this movie makes up for Mark not being there in the FNAF movies. This makes up for it. It's good to see him in his own thing. I would have loved a cameo. I would have loved one, but I understand how Markiplier is so busy and everything, and I get it. But this definitely made up for it.
And I can understand why he was in the hospital because he said like, "I'm in the hospital for guest reasons." Oh yeah, that's right. I'm like, you're right. He was filming his movie, and Iron Lung does break a Guinness World Book record for the most blood on screen or in production. Just think about that. Go, sheesh. And this movie in game, no joke, is very bloody. You're in blood throughout the entire game. That's why it's called like Iron Lung. And I haven't played the game. Like it's literally download on my PC. All I gotta do is boot it up. I'm good to go. Oh hi Rudy. There's my dog. Hi Rudy, bud. And then I'm off to the races. But that's impressive. So congratulations to Mark. What else are you going to adapt, man? Would you try FNAF? Because please, I need a better FNAF movie. Could you do it? Could you tell Emma what to do and Scott what not to do?
Yeah, I'm for a FNAF Chapter 3. I'm for an FNAF.
They teased it, so it's like it's coming. So
Markiplier, you have credibility. You have bigger credibility than you had yesterday. Please, for the love of God, we would love to see you there.
Or what other indie game would you say that this could make a good movie? Or what's a book that you think that could make it? I'm curious if he's going to do more, or this is just no. I'm one and done. I just got lucky, but people are saying that it's really good. Some of the criticisms I've heard so far is that yes, it's like when you get to the hour mark, then the game adaptation finally kicks in for the gameplay loop that you do in Iron Lung. And people said outside of Mark's acting, with a few chops here and there, where it's like, oh, that was a little rough. He said he's really good for a first-time actor in a theatrical movie. Like again, outside the YouTube scripts that skits he's done in the past. So Mark has definitely learned. So, and this is another example of a YouTuber going big. Last year we had Chris Stugman with Shelby Oaks. I have yet to see that. I know people were more conflicting with that one, which it does make sense. But people have also said he's good, but let's see what else he can do. So he's not just a one-trick pony. We have seen from Australia the Raka Raka brothers, that Raka Raka team, make Talk to Me, and then another one that was I can't remember what the name, but it had hold on, the name escapes me just for Sally Field's in it for that horror film, which people said she was really good and really scary in. And they were supposed to do the Street Fighter movie until they left for it could have been creative differences or it just didn't work out in the end. And even the guy who did all the recent Predator movies, Prey, the animation movie, and Badlands, that is another YouTuber going to making films to, yes, from The Whitest Kid You Know, Barbarians and Weapons, who's now directing the Resident Evil movie. So good job, YouTubers, for making the leap from small content creator to passion projects like these. So congratulations, good luck. I want to see more from these people. good luck. So, did you have the trailer yet by any chance? Did you find the trailer for Poppy Playtime?
Yes,
If not,
yes, I did. They came out with a new one.
come out with a
This,
new one.
this
All right, let's watch the new one.
man,
I'll let
I'm
you
like,
have this.
give me a
I'll let
minute
you have
here.
the screen now. So,
So apparently, for those who do not know, who have been on the channel, who have known my channel, I have been I have been playing a series called Poppy's Playtime, and this is chapter 5. I will be playing this next week.
the final chapter in this episodes of games.
All right, here we go.
I'm actually pretty excited. That's kind of cool, actually. So that's the puppet, right? That's got to be the puppet.
Yep. There's Tommy Longlegs. Catnap.
Oh, he's not hiding anymore.
Let's be scared. Happy. You.
Oh. All right, I think these are choices.
You're the one they've been
Oh,
talking
what's
about.
that?
Whoa! A new
You're
face!
not the first to try and take out the prototype.
I can
What's perfect?
see you.
Everyone who tries, they fail.
All right, looks good. Looks interesting so far.
Please
I like this.
please
Who is
kill
that?
the
Whoa,
dog.
new face? What?
But everyone has a weakness.
Ooh. Oh yeah, the
This
the
is our
daycare,
chance.
right? That's daycare, right?
I think so.
It's you.
Got a little bit of jigsaw vibe. Oh, whoa, what the heck?
Running out of time.
Oh, that's not good when you hear somebody say that. More platforming this one ever.
3, 2.
Run. Oh, that's right. He survived. And you were like, what the hell is he doing here? They don't show the body. They're not dead. Oh, the puppet's coming out this time. So what face is he going to draw? Oh, that's a beautiful shot.
Oh, I love
That's a
that.
beautiful shot. That was a beautiful shot. Yeah, that was perfect. Broken. Oh, literally metaphors and everything. Well, the prototype was considerably broken. Hey, 6 days away. So
Yeah, there's that beautiful shot. I love shots like this.
money shot.
I'm so excited. And it looks like we have 2 new characters. Apparently she was teased at the end at the on the first trailer when she landed down in front of the unseen person. I thought that was amazing, but now we get to see her in full and I'm like, "Oh, I like this." So now, and yes, if people I did play chapter 4 and I had the biggest crash out at the end because I was so flabbergasted. I was literally losing it because I saw Huggy Wuggy make a comeback who I thought was killed at the end of chapter 1. That was a wild twist, but now I wonder where that voice at the end, who I can't remember his name now, but I'm wondering when we're gonna run into that voice again.
Well,
Because
just
but the prototype though, and you're right, this is the money shot. Months.
he's no longer
Well,
hiding. It's not hiding anymore. It's
no, he's like ready. He's just walking around like, yep, I'm ready. We've had
you
4
you see
chapters.
all the defeated minions or who he had influence over. and then like was it chapter 3 or chapter? I think it was chapter 2 or chapter 3 that someone who was helping the unseen person get captured, and then it's like that. So that there was that, and then because I know I haven't played this yet, but I've seen clips and theories of what may or may not. Okay. What may or may not happen, but
So
this will be interesting to see what happens.
I'll break it down real quick for you, Joker. Chapter 1 didn't have anybody. We got to meet Poppy at the end. That's when we met Poppy. Chapter 2, that was Mommy Longlegs. Chapter 3 was Catnap, and then chapter 4, which I recently played, that hat was Doughy. Actually, that was Doughy's hat. So I knew who each person was, but I will leave it at that.
Okay. I know like somebody was like helping you out beforehand that before you went down like the like escalator or like elevator shaft thing that they were like captured by the prototype.
Yeah, that was Kissy Missy, and thank God she was on her side. So thank God for that. I'm like, please don't rip me apart. I've had enough of people doing that lately. So to have an additional ally was amazing, but Joker is definitely worth playing. It's slow burn, but once you figure out what is what, um I will say this though, the chapter 4 puzzles, they are a lot harder. They are a lot harder, I ain't gonna lie to you. I had a tough time figuring out that one section, so I can safely tell you the puzzles will get harder. Um,
I might play that for Halloween, so might have to rub off the.
I recommend playing chapter 1 first, just to get an idea of things, and then slowly go chapter by chapter. Because, ladies and gentlemen, you have to play it in that order to understand chapter 5. Unless, of course, if you've been watching, that counts too. So,
Okay. All right. So that's
what we got next,
recommendations for
Joker?
you. Well, here it comes when it starts to boot up. $170 million lost.
Oh, I have to throw this up. I had fun making this. I had so much fun making these because this is what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when you really, really piss off your audience so badly, have the worst PR run I have ever seen, and we blew the budget. Not even Eminem could say, well, Eminem said, well, we went over our budget. Well, Eminem, I can safely tell you at least it was a $170 million budget.
Well, it's like I said earlier, spend smarter, not harder. Disney spent too much money, reshot the film, and then reshot it again, and then the strikes happen, and then the everything was just bad. So no wonder why they're losing a lot of money, despite them trying to say things are up for not. But speaking of what's coming back, here's something more positive.
Yes.
The King has returned. They're both back. The King and Queen are coming back for a brand new Mummy film, directed by the duo who did Scream 5 and Scream 6. So, thank you. They were supposed to do Scream 7, but then what's happened in the world at that time, not the best thing. But hey, this is great to see. I'm excited for these two to be back on the screen together again.
And I seen Reese after seeing Brendan recently, he could still go. I'm glad he's doing this now while he still can at this stage in the game. Because after his performance in Whale,
Oh, yeah.
and his other performance. There was one more movie where they're in Tokyo.
He was in the Killers of the Flower Moon for a very small scenes where he's like the lawyer for Leo, and he's like, that's my client. Where was he? He stole that scene, and Mr. Scorsese said that I do like this film, so that's why he cast him. So
Hey, Bullet Silence. Guess what, Bullet Silence? The king and the queen has returned because we have finally got a fourth movie, or third, if you will, but whoever you're asking. No, not the Tom Cruise one. We're not going to count that. That did not count. That was a different take, and we're just going to leave it there. This is the Brendan Fraser conclusional arc. Now begs the question. I would love to see Arnold Vosloo again. I would love to see him again.
was he the
He was the
guy?
mummy.
Oh,
He would.
I would love to see him return.
I would love to see
What?
Ardith Bay. I would love to see Ardith Bay return because Ardith Bay is one of my favorites.
Was Arthur Fay the guy with the black robes all the time?
Yes, that was him.
His actor just came out and recently said that he would love to return as well. So please, bring him back. Let's bring the OGs back. But speaking about someone coming back, we got a casting for the villain, Brendan Gleeson.
I saw this.
The villain Silverman in Spider-Man Noir. Now, granted, even though yes, I love Spider-Man, one of my all-time favorite characters, I really haven't delved into the multiverse of Spider-Man. So please help me out here.
I have never heard of 8-Ball before. I have never heard of that guy. And this guy is completely new to me. So comic enthusiasts, you cannot be mad at us for this. Because we legitimately do not know these characters. Legitimately. Because because here's the thing. Oh, he was great in Hard Target. Yes, he was. Here's the thing. We know who Sandman is. We know who Scorpion is. We know who Kraven is. We know who Shocker is. We know Vulture, Rhino, Venom, Carnage, Dr. Octopus, Electro, Mysterio, what have you. We all know who they are, and we have read the comics on those ones. Here, however, I have not seen this guy before, nor the other one with the 8-Ball for with the 8-Ball cue ball for with the 8-Ball for a head. Never heard of that guy either. But as we have always stated, though, we like seeing new characters. Even obscure ones do count as well. So I am hoping for the best on this. I don't know much of this character, but that's okay. Any comic enthusiasts out there who would love to chime in about this, you are more than welcome to do so in the comment section. Because it is quite a here it is yes. So I did find the 8-Ball character. I did find him as well. Because this one, oh, we're good here.
Yep, I think we're good.
Okay, then
but we'll move on for this one because hold on. Oh, wait, who's going first?
Yeah, here's 8-Ball. This is 8-Ball that I mentioned.
Oh,
I have never like the other one. We have never heard of this guy before, not seen him before. So I'm wondering what this backstory is. I'm wondering where does he tie in to all of this with Spider-Man? What's his beef with Spider-Man? So, comic enthusiasts, please help us out here.
I thought I was on mute.
Sorry, you're okay. You're okay. So, comic enthusiasts, please help us out on that one. Okay, let's see. What do we got? Oh yeah, Spider-Man, Electro. Let's go.
So we
And
got
Molten Man.
Sandman, Electro, Molten Man, and Man Spider. You know how long I've waited for Man Spider? Oh God, yes. Now for Spider-Man Noir, there'll both be a color version and a black and white version. I'll personally keep it black and white, and then you can tell with this lightings and one of the other shots they have, you can tell that this series was meant to be in black and white. And my God, the black and white shots are just gorgeous to look at.
Oh man.
So obviously,
I
the two iconic ones, Sandman's up here, looks different, but I like this version. And of course, Electro. Like, look, just by the comparison, yeah, the color looks still good, but the black and white, oh man, it's gonna be good. That looks good in black and white.
that looks way better. I don't know why fire in black and white movies, it looked way better. I mean, I don't get me wrong, I like the color variant too, but black and white, it just hits so different. And then we
But
had
part of that was back
Manspider.
in the days that before Technicolor, everything was in 4:3. Things were in black and white. We didn't quite have the technology or even the camera equipment today. So that's why a lot of those black and white films look very good to this day before they started adding in color, because you have to be very careful with your shot selections and what the film was being exposed to like. Because even Tom Hanks would tell you that once you were done filming back in the day, the director would say, cut, now somebody check the gate. Meaning you need to check the actual film with things processed correctly. And if it didn't, it's like, all right, back to the reset. If you want to know, modern day story is The Lighthouse. Have you seen The Lighthouse by Robert Eggers yet?
I haven't sat down and watched the full movie, but I'm aware of it.
Okay, that one was shot with film because he said it had to be in a certain aspect ratio, and that meant, oh, he wants to do it in film for the cinematographer's co-language. But because of the water sequence that Robert had to do, being in this cold, freezing water at night, because he was breathing so much and heavily, he was fogging up the camera, so they had to keep on resetting. So, and with actual film, so they're kind of wasting the film too at the same time. But thankfully, they got
Ooh.
shots in. So, but they said we don't blame Robert. It was cold weather outside, and it's cold water, so it's like we don't blame you. But when you look at these shots comparisons, like Sandman still looks good in either version, but that black and white gives him that more roughness. There's more dirty to it. It's like he looks more like, yeah, he's becoming the Sandman here. This looks way better here than the actual color version. I think Electro's like this still looks cool in black and white. Like the color looks awesome as well, but I just think I like this more interpretation. I'm not familiar with Multiman, but the way how he looks burned, this looks cool, but I like this better. This looks way better.
And then we have Man Spider.
Spider.
I like
The
the black
makeup-
and white. I like the black and white. That really brings out the horror act. It brings out those silent horror movie aspects. I love it. Color one
The
is
color-
actually good as too.
You get to see the makeup just a little better over here, but I think again, like classic horror, it looks so good. Like this is out of the classic Universal Monsters makeup.
Oh,
So-
it is. And the last time we saw Man Spider was Man Spider was when Peter Parker was becoming the exact same thing. Only the animated series pulled it off way better. But here, though,
Oh yeah, that creepy
I'm
design.
ready.
I hated that design as a kid. I was always afraid of it.
I'm excited for this one because this one reminds me of Earth versus the Spider, a early 2000s movie, which kind of holds up a little bit of its own, but it was a very interesting movie. So I can see this happening. So
So
Man
this series,
Spider, we know a bit about, but Molten Man completely up again, like 8 Ball and the other guy, we don't know much about. Go ahead, Joker.
so this one will be coming to, it'll be released on MGMT Net Plus Network, so it's becoming over there, done by Sony Pictures, Pascal Pictures, Lloyd Miller Production, and Amazon. So it will be coming to so MGM. So it'll be coming to a streaming platform. So good luck. There is a trailer showing both the original black and white and color version, and I still have to say, Nicolas Cage was perfectly casted for this role for a second time. So I love the fact he's reprising his role. From the Spider-Verse movies into the full-fledged series, but at the same time, here's the comparison. So here it is. Here's the black and white.
Ooh.
Here's the color version. One more time. Black and white, color. Now color looks great, but again, look at these lightings. Look what the camera position is at. Clearly, this show was made with this lighting style and techniques in mind. It looks so good here with the colors, the shadows. They're bleeding here, and it looks wonderful. Again, black and white, awesome.
Love
Color
it.
still looks amazing, but black and white, there's just something about it that I absolutely love. Looks so
Oh, it's
wonderful.
true. Oh, it's the true hue full color. That is, you don't see that much anymore. You don't see that style anymore. I'm excited for this movie. When I heard about it, I'm like, eh. But now it's like, okay, you have my
It's actually a
attention.
television series, so we'll get to see more. And here's a fun fact. For those who have seen Weapons, the child actor from that movie will be in Spider-Man Noir.
Nice.
Now, the funny thing is, for him being a child actor in Weapons, he wasn't annoying. He had a good screenplay, great direction, and he's acting as if he's been in the industry for 5+ years. I'm like, but he was so good. I was like, dude, like you're gonna go places, and he's in this show. Wonderful. That's amazing. So congratulations for making it the big time. I am jealous. So get ready. I'm excited for the show. I will watch it. My mom has Amazon Prime, so this will be great. Speaking about what's going to be great, grab your tissues. Here's the duo. They did it.
Oh, they did
Chopper's
get choppers
first
here.
friend. Chopper's first friend he ever had, and it was the doctor. I can't believe that they got the hair right. They
Wow,
got
they
the
got
look right.
yes.
So it's Doctor Hurdle. I can't pronounce his name, but this is the first doctor who ever got Hurdle. I can't pronounce it. So yes, I love how this looks. The hair. This is the style of the hair. So this is him right here. So he always had a top hat on as well. So get ready. So oh man, you guys are not ready. You're not ready for what's going to happen to him. I know, little buddies. So that's here's if you want a figure, this is what a figure looks like. So that's the famous crying meme right there. So I'm excited, but he's not the only one we got to see. They don't quite show it, but here he is. He's back. Bucky's
He's
back.
yes. Yes.
And I love his
Oh,
actor so much. He is so good as Bucky the Clown. So it's so Bucky. He is so good. We will get to the MGS stuff because we did the state of play as well. So, oh gosh, everybody looks wonderful. They look great. They look spot on. But oh no, there's more because there's a lot more.
this looks great. They really took their time with this.
And here's more of the villains.
Uh-oh.
Number 5. And I can't, oh, her name's always escapes me, but here we go. More of the villains. And there's Vivi and her wonderful butler, friend, assistant. I can't remember his name, but yeah.
Vivi looks good. This is the one time where I'm like, okay, she looks great. She knows what she's aware, she understood the assignment, and I'm okay with that. And real quick, technically it's not race swap because it does Oda Sensei was remember, Oda Sensei has the final say. So this tells me he knows what he is doing, and this is what he wanted to go for in the anime. What Vivi's skin looks like in the anime. So I gotta say it matches up to it of what he was trying to do. So I understand. And remember,
And
folks,
here's the other villain as well. I forgot this guy exists.
oh,
Only Mr. 13.
only
So
Mr. 13. Where's Miss Friday at? We will see her. Hopefully.
I'm trying to find her, but I can't remember. So Mr. 13 looks great, but if you want the so boom,
Wow.
they went all out for this show, and I love.
That looks better. Now that I've seen him on set and everything, now the character on set, this looks way better than the initial first release photo. This looks way better. The hair is smoother. The piece is really well done this time. They really made a massive effort.
He looks way better, and of course, the queen herself, my favorite character. She's
Nico,
spot on.
Nico, very
I know.
spot on.
I just love her. I'm so glad they picked her. I'm so glad. But if you want more, well,
I like the pedals in the background. That's actually perfect.
that's totally.
That's how you
Nico.
steal a scene. That is how you steal a scene, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, here we go.
For legal reasons, I cannot play the trailer song at all because this "Come Sail Away" is playing, so we cannot have sound. Obviously, the Go Mary, everyone's favorite. I'm glad Luffy is sleeping up here because you can find him sleep in the hammock on top of the goat statue. So thank you very much. God, he looks way better now. The costumes got way better. And of course, if you know One Piece on Drum Island, Luffy is climbing up here to save his crewmate. This is in the manga, this is in the anime, so they got it right.
This is a
Spot
1-for-1
on.
shot. It's a 1-for-1 shot.
It does look like it.
And this is where the 1-for-1s come into play, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you do them right. This is how you do it right.
But also remember, he's an idiot because he didn't realize you could have taken a lift to get up there.
Poor Luffy. Oh no.
And he almost does drop Sanji, so just remember that as well. Yes. Oh, I love how they do the logo.
I like the branding. That makes that is actually very well done. Well played. Well played.
And they got a lot better with doing the whole show vibes, everything. So this looks great so far. This is them going into the Grand Line. So just remember, this is how they get into the other side of the world. So very done, well job over here. This is Luffy giving the big speech, them getting closer to their goals. But if you look at all their costumes,
Oh,
This is
these
from the
look
actual material, the extended material, like all the different fashion they used to wear for like promotions of clothing, brands deals. So they've done everything for what Oda has made through the decades of One Piece. Love it. Thank you. Because it would be so easy to just keep them in the default looks before pre-time skip, which does make sense. But when you're doing a live action show, let's see everything. And I love that we're doing that. Obviously, like one of my big complaints with the wigs last year, they look so much better now. Obviously, Zoro doesn't care, but it's free beer.
Oh.
Don't forget
Oh,
the
yeah,
orange.
I remember the grand that I do remember the Grand Line, they do have the figures for that. That's where that came from, actually,
Yep,
from that arc. That's the Grand
yep,
Line arc. I
yep.
remember getting my cousin a figure for that one.
Because this is them sailing into it, and then obviously the giant well, the imagination of Ichiro Oda or Oda Sensei. Come sail away. So obviously the lighthouse, we got to get to that. So this will be very important later.
Keep an eye on that lighthouse, ladies and gentlemen. This will be important later.
Obviously, of course, them getting again, like I said, this is I don't remember exactly where this one's from, but they're doing all the costumes, everything here. So
It looks like the costumes fit as well. They weren't as baggy or as bulky as they were in season 1. So
that's where I had my fair share of problems too. But you're absolutely right. Then they
it
got
looks
an
like they
upgrade.
got it fit. It looks like they got it fitted this time. Like it actually fits them. And I
Obviously,
appreciate that.
and obviously, I think this is after they get out of the whales because here's Vivi and everybody else. So yes, this being One Piece, you'll see all the different lands. One Piece is so cool because despite them island hopping, you got futuristic cities, sort of steampunks. You got carnivals. You got your tropical islands and deserts and everything, and even like a Japanese setting when you get to the later half, which is Wano. So that's what I love about One Piece. And one of my biggest fears was always, how are you going to do all the different islands like this? They found the way. They got the budget now. So yay! So thank you very much for this. But as always, yep, here we go. We're Drum Island because I believe it was Nami who was sick. So that's why they stopped on Drum Island to find a doctor. So obviously Usopp, I love Montgomery's Jacob. He's like the perfect Usopp we could have found. And I don't think anybody else could have done the live action role better than Mr. Jacob. So congratulations, sir, for making one of my second characters come to life. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I would love to meet you one day and say thank you. I just love how as they're yep, there he is. There he is in full glory, warriors and everything. He's got the
Oh
part
my
nailed down.
I love that. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, it is George Washington mocking King George.
I'm the governor. I'm the
I'm
governor.
sorry, I had
But he's
to.
also the villain too, so get ready to see him later.
I
So
love this.
all the colors, all the vibes look great and
Oh,
wonderful.
this is
Obviously,
gorgeous.
them fighting the new villains of this arc since they all work for the one and only
Oh,
Crocodile.
I love that cut right there. I love that last minute cut right there. Because that kept that was beautifully timed. That was you cannot time that any better.
Awesome. So to the stripe. Obviously, this is their
Oh,
first
oh, there's
encounter
Nico Robin. There's Nico Robin in
with
her
their
actual
first
outfit.
encounter with Robin, and they captured the angle correctly from the manga and anime. So well done, and this is why she only
Oh,
knows him because of his bounty, which is the highest in East Blue. So that's why she knows him. So you're Monkey D. Luffy, Captain of the Straw Hat Pirates. Lover. That is Nico Robin. Yes, like I said, they have dinosaurs.
which is not out of the but remember, ladies and
It
gentlemen,
makes sense.
this was in the anime as well. This was in the anime.
And remember, we have
So
a talking reindeer who ate the gum gum fruit called human. So, sorry.
yes,
And like we said, with the wigs, you can kind of really see on Tez a little better here. They look way better now. Like the wigs look so much better. So, yes, yes, thank you.
see, ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you build success. You get better and better and better and better. I
Yeah.
have a feeling season 2 is really gonna really kick the doors open for
Uh, and Oda
later on.
Sensei has said that season 3, since they also did 2 and 3 at the same time, that will be completely Alabastra. So we're getting closer and closer to Alabastra. So that's wonderful.
Yes.
So obviously they're inside the whale here. So this is where they first encounter Vivi for the very first time, and the other guy who's here as well that did that very painting. Obviously, they were finding the clown pirates here. I think that's them. I could be wrong, but never became the. You know what? Funny enough for this actress right here, I love how in the trailer, like she's smaller than the rest, but in One Piece, size isn't everything. You need to be
Nope.
aware of who you're fighting, and she's captured the look of the character correctly. She's got that instant vibe, but how she's like, "You'll never be king of the pirates." I was like, "Girl, you got it. You got it down." So, love her. So never underestimate people. Bing bang.
Oh, now I'm actually excited. I hope we do see him. I would love to see Doflamingo. I would love to see their take
Because
on
I
him.
think it was Usopp who fought him, right? It was Usopp who fought him in the
Yep,
manga, right?
yep. It was Usopp versus Doflamingo.
So
So
I can't wait to see them fight it. It's gonna be cool, at least cool.
I'm glad that Oda Sensei is taking like not introducing Doflamingo just yet. So I'm glad he's
I'm
holding
slightly
that.
holding off, man. I can't wait to see what Crocodile looks like, and when we get that's
Oh,
gonna be. I'm gonna call it now. The last episode, we see Crocodile for the first time, and it's gonna be
did they
yes. Because we
wait
saw
real quick?
Smoker at the end of the season 1 finale. They
Did
teased us
they?
like,
Oh, we haven't seen Ace yet.
actually, we do.
But brief.
It's
Oh wait, was it brief or was it like a full scene?
when
Because I can't remember for the life
Inekino
of me.
visited the cast for Cobra Kai. It's that lead actor.
Oh, he's perfect. He's perfect. I'm excited.
And
Okay,
yeah,
this is
and
gonna
it
be
was Blue
good.
Beetle's acting. I'm like, what? I'm like, he could make a good ace. I'm like, so we'll see him. We haven't seen his photos yet, but we need to see him with the skull tattoos in the back. Do not censor it. Come on, it's Ace. That's his signature look. Boom. Like I said, these are the Baoku Works guys, and again, just like with Chopper, do not underestimate them. So wonderful. This is gonna be so cool. Obviously, Vivi fighting Nami here, wonderful. I loved the energy. Miss Wednesday, Miss Robin, oh, I love her so much. But as always, never make fun of Luffy or mess with his crew. And I love how he's like, beat down together, beat down time, baby.
Oh,
I
this is gonna be
he's
good.
getting so much better in this role. What a wonderful cast they've picked so far. And of course, get ready. I'm going to fast forward just a little
Oh,
bit.
I saw a bit of the stretch. I saw the stretch of Luffy. That is
Looks better
beautifully
now.
done. That's an improvement. It didn't look as
Obviously,
goofy
they're
as
going to
it
be on
did.
Drum Island here. I think that's what this is, but we'll get to. Yes, they will fight the clowns. The circus are back, so get ready for the fight we never got in season 1. No. Obviously, Tez is doing. McKinney is doing more of his sword fighting. This is also Kenshin's brother for the last viewing Kenshin movie live action that he's done as well. So still a badass. Oh, by the way, his line here, good sword. That is his line. That is a Zoro line. So get ready. All right, we waited long enough. There he is. Sanji looking at Drum Island, because that's where they think they're going to find a doctor. And I do like this line right here by, sometimes you end up somewhere you never thought you would. That's true. That's always been One Piece. The journey is one thing, the destination is another thing, but it's that crew we're always with, and that makes it special. Perfect. Look at this. Perfect. 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 And that's the whale they get stuck in before everything else. Oh God, mute that shit. Our two giants who are blocking the Grand Line, which they will show up later if they ever make it to CP9. I think if they get to, obviously after Alabasta and Skypiea, they can stop after Skypiea and then do CP9. Take a little break, come back, and then do CP9. Because I don't really see them, at the very least, trying to do Thoroughwell arc or even like the Rescue Ace arc to. I want to say yes, they could do Snake Island, but probably after those, if they can do all of them, great, wonderful. Then kind of stop there before you do the time skip, because I think the time skip might be a little bit hard to do. So they do all the pre-time skip stuff, I think I'll be satisfied. So I'm ready. And get ready. Here he comes. We waited long enough. Here he is, Anime Knight.
What's up?
Here he is, Chopper, in his first form, when he's in the actual reindeer form. Look at him.
Yes.
It goes by very quick.
Yes. Yes.
But they got it right. Yes. And yes, he got buff.
Poor
Obviously, the
Sanji.
signature look
He got his ass kicked real bad.
Remember, he falls, so that's why. But yes, the signature look for Chopper, always hiding the wrong way, very shy, very afraid. So they got him right here. I know, look at that.
Oh, that's adorable.
Look at
He looks good. He looks way better.
They're my favorite character.
They nailed it. They nailed it. Because remember, we were panicking. Like how because Chopper was coming. We're like, okay, do not fuck this up. Do not fuck this up. And they actually kept it good. They made it good. Yes, this is what we like.
They're my favorite character, Justice. I don't need to see anything else. No, but I still got to see the rest. So, obviously, him being shy of everybody for how he grew up. So, I don't blame him one bit. Of course, everybody who sees him is so excited. More of them fighting, you'll see more different abilities. Yes, one of them is Smoker. Love this. Always got to have a cigar in. Congratulations, they nailed Smoker. And this gentleman, he's always trying to find the Straw Hats after what they've done to him. So that's why whenever they see the bounty go up, he goes like, ridiculous. Get them one of these years. And here's Chopper once again. This is the most fun I've ever had. Still looks a little weird, but they nailed him, man. Yes, we will be seeing One Piece very soon, coming to March 10th this year. So literally next month it will be here. I'm so excited to see this show. So congratulations to the cast, to the crew, to everybody who's made the show come to life. All these different characters, we thought it's impossible to do it. They have embraced the weirdness, the fun, the coolness, the auras. Things go so hard. It is just wonderful to see and love. Look at that. Look at that hairdo. And another show, this would be bad. But in One Piece, they make it work. Look at that. And yes, who could have been Jamie Lee, but this actress has done it so well that Katie Siegel, holy crap, this is amazing. This is Chopper's second friend and the good doctor that we love, our drunken doctor. Oh my god, Dr.
The
Kura. The
outfit's on
outfit's
point.
correct. The
The
wig is
outfit,
correct. The glasses is correct. She's always drinking. Yes. She may be old, but she loves to show off a little skin. So.
this is really good.
But also, I agree with this. Smash.
Yes,
The why.
yes.
The
yes.
why. Luffy in this winter gear. I love it. It's amazing. I could spend all day gushing over One Piece, but we got more to go on. But I'm going to get a little mad upset because Phoenix predicted the future. Everyone's saying Phoenix predicted what? Remember how he said back in August for TMNT Last Ronin that if you had this connected to the original movies, it would sell well? Play the clip. Play. We almost had the original.
Now you've made me very get it.
We almost had the original actress back. Paramount. You had one job: adapt The Last Ronin, and she was coming back or approached. You know how many people you've gotten to the seats? Do you know how more emotional it would have been if, for some strange reason, not only did they get her back, but the original four brothers? You know how awesome that would have been?
Yeah.
You know
that would have been.
Is Casey's actor still alive, or has he sadly passed away? Let's see. Let me check. The 1990s movie Case. No, he's still alive, but it wouldn't work. He's too old, so would have been somebody else. But that kind of makes me a little upset because we were close to greatness. Now it's gone away. Maybe she can do it in a fan film just to kind of give it to Paramount. But I'm sad. I'm bummed out. I really am. What could have been, man? What could have been? All right, let's do something fun to make us happy. Yes, you're not. I'm not kidding, folks. Look at this.
A brand
the John
new
Wick video game is true. Keanu Reeves is coming back. Before the car, before the dog. In the official timeline.
And it's a single-player action game. That's a W. That's
so this
a
was
W.
So this was shown off during the State of Play. So there's a lot of games announced for the State of Play. So this was like, no way, it's happening. It's for real. It's happening. So I'm excited. I'm very excited. When I heard the voice for Keanu, I was like, no way. Yes, it was all here. It's all coming together. I'm excited for that. So
oh, this looks good.
That's wonderful.
Do we know when is this coming out?
According to coming. No one knows it, so just recently announced.
Okay, that I can live with that, but this looks amazing. Also, Crystal Kitten, I messaged you already. I sent you a message just now. I like it. It's coming to PC, so I'm gonna pre-order that, and then this will be a stream. I'm excited. Oh, this is gonna be a stream. Let's see.
More was announced for. We have a brand new kind game coming up. So
Oh,
the sequel to so it's called Scars or Carsmo to Bridge of Spirits. So they've said that they have learned a lot from the first game, so they've focused more on the narrative. They're trying to improve the combat. She's much older now. You'll see returning spirits and some new threats. So coming later this year.
I need to get my act together and continue that game because I enjoyed it. I was enjoying it, but I need to get back into it because ooh, did that game really take me on a whirlwind? I'm on the second mask. I'm on the second one, so that's how far I got. But I'm excited. This looks good.
We have some
Yes,
the
DOA!
updated version. We have the updated version of the Dead or Alive 6 last round. So this will be adding all the DLC characters. New characters are coming, and they have learned. But there's something else. Dead or Alive 6 is in development for the PlayStation 5. Dead or Alive 7 has been confirmed.
Yay!
But we do have something to show off just a little bit.
That's a W right there. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Oh, hello,
I'm
pretty
not
face.
joking. They show her.
Hi,
Yes.
hi,
Yes.
hi, yeah.
So yes,
Hi,
she's coming back.
hi. I'm Anime Night. How are your breasts? I mean, how are you?
Yep. We had the
Oh,
fight
I love
between
this.
Ryu. This was the trailer
Ryu.
for 7.
This is good. Yes.
Sexiness is back.
30th and for the 30th anniversary, I say better late than never.
And I'm sure there's gonna be a tribute to the original creator, who again sadly we lost last year. So there better be a tribute for
that hurts so badly.
I hope there's a tribute for Nagai, because he deserves it so much. He deserves it. He was, but he would be happy either way to see this. I hope they told him that, like, hey, we're gonna make 7, and hopefully he gave them some input. So, but well, I'm excited. It's nice to see Dead or Alive get another chance again. Do it right this time around, because I think 6 they had to take the L. Yes, Bullet, here we are finally. The second volume collection is here for Metal Gear Solid. This includes Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots, and Peace Walker. We are missing one game for this collection, and that is Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
We are missing the final one.
So, and we get Peace Walker. So, but you get 2 great games here. You get 2 great games. The what as we call the Swan Songs for Kojima, the final games he ever did. But we're also missing the Phantom Pain. So technically speaking, we're missing 2 games: Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance and Phantom Pain. So maybe they'll do that for 3 for Masters Collection. But then again, they don't have the Fox engine no more, so it might be a little hard to get there, because there's no way they're going to go from Fox engine to either UE4 or UE5. They would have to dig out the engine and be like, oh God, who remembers to program this? So Good luck. Good luck.
Watch. Then in the back, it's like, I know how to do that engine. I remember that engine. Give me that fucking engine. I will do
I
it
mean,
for
they were
you.
using for a long time for Pro Evolution Soccer, but then after that, they just stopped making it. They completely retired it. So, and I mean, the Fox engine was a very graphically impressive. Like for even what Kojima was showing off for just the tech demo with his team, like how realistic the Office looked or the Leaf looked. I was like, dude, this is impressive for this engine. Like, wow, you got some wizards over there in the visual, technical, and the artist side. Like, wow, like half the time with Phantom Pain, like even like I could play Phantom Pain on this PC actually, and every time I'm like, wow, this still looks good on my PC. I thought my PS4 looked great, but wow, this looks great on my PC. I was just getting like wow. So there's that. So wonderful. But Phoenix, I told Phoenix about this immediately. New main line Castlevania,
Yeah.
done by the people who does Dead Cell. Look at this.
Oh.
Look at this game. Oh. When I showed him this, he's like, holy shit. He's like, I watched the trailer. Amazing. It's so good to have Castlevania back. And they do mention Trevor Belmont, so we could be looking at his descendant. Like, because remember, he was with the Mage. Because I've watched the series, I know about those two at least. So, but just the way how this game looks, like the way how it moves, the lighting, the visuals. This is Castlevania, and I'm so glad it's by the people who've done Dead Cells, because them doing the roguelike, they are absolutely perfect for this so well. So wonderful. Coming this year. So stay tuned. Message. Oh, Crystal Kitty here. Hello, it's but here's what I'm excited for.
Yes. The king has walked in the door. The king has walked into the door.
Saga. That's right. I said saga, folks. I didn't stutter. I said saga because one of my friends over here, because I thought that like, okay, look, because they got the OG guy back. The original Kratos is back as well. So, wow.
Oh, I bet.
Friend,
How much you want to bet he could not contain his excitement through this whole thing.
He was excited because there's more than one. There's more than one. It's not just, like I said, it's a Greek saga. We're going back. Sons of Spartan, before there was. Because here's the thing, before today, before, because Sons of Spartan is before everything. If you're like, what? Because that's the game right then and there. Sons of Spartan is this. This is before the God of War. This is before him challenging Zeus, all of Olympus. This is before the killing of his wife and daughter. We get to see Kratos as a Spartan. How cool is that? How cool is that?
Wow.
So this will expand upon the narrative correctly.
See,
Tetsuya.
this is how you do
Prequels right.
Yep. Because I've always wondered, because we get bits and pieces here and there in the mainline games, but here though, I would definitely play this because it would help expand the knowledge a little bit, and I'm glad we got this while we still could, because this is probably going to answer everything.
And this is out today, so I can download this now and play it tomorrow. So yay! And I'm glad I'm glad of stealth drops like that when they're done correctly, at least. This is why Hi-Fi Rush did so well, or Titanfall. Well, I'll get to Titanfall later because I think Dash and I were bracing for something to happen. But it's like I said, it's the Greek saga, so this is almost everything. Now we just need. Hold on, what else was over there? Hold on. Okay, Ghosts. Okay, the God of War series games, because we still So here we go. So we're so we're getting God of War 2 and 3. So that's the trilogy, but we still need is it Betrayal? Then we need Chain of Olympus, but we also get Sparta.
We need
Okay, hold on. We need the Origins. There we go. We need the Origins. So that would be Ghost of Sparta and Chain of Olympus. So we need those two. Because I don't think Betrayal is really canon.
no, it would. They try to push it as canon, but
so it's not canon.
It was a mess, and I'm just like, eh.
Well, it's according to Wikipedia. It will take Wikipedia with a grain of salt. It's the third installment in the 6th chronology. So okay, so so is it canon? Not canon? So we'll put that as an iffies. But we do need Chain of Olympus and Ghost of Sparta. But most importantly, we need Ascension. And I was like add Phoenix for this. Like I kind of like add Phoenix at this. Like this is like almost like everything. Like we almost like we almost have like everything for the Greek saga back. Like we just need Ascension now. Give me Ghost of Sparta, Chains of Olympus. Give me those games next. And yes, do like even he said they better not screw this up. And I'm like, don't tempt fate, man. I beg.
Please.
I have begged for a Greek saga. Screw Africa. Give me the Greek saga back. Please. And like Phoenix said, they need a downtown game. This is their downtown. Let's just go back to Greek. So thank you. I'm so happy. There's definitely more, but there is still more. Like I still got some more. Legacy of Kain is back. Yes, that's right. 2D retro action platform. Prequel featuring Kain and 2. But wait.
There's more.
There is more. I do have more.
Speaking of which, Dino Crisis just dropped on Steam.
I just saw that.
I'm like, yay.
Legacy of Kain, Definitive Defiance is getting remastered. It's coming out next month. So the final game in the trilogy is out next month.
Oh, this looks good.
But here's the thing. One more thing that it's in the trailer. We're getting the lost content as well. Lost content that never made in the original game has been found and has been restored. Think about that, folks. If you go like, wait, you mean the stuff that we stuff that's never been played before has been found, put it right back in the game. Yeah. But also you're allowed to change the costumes, the skins of the characters now, making this truly the definitive version to play. And like I said, with that 2D platformer we got, it's good to be a Legacy of Kain fan. Like, wonderful. This is what we're looking at. And that's what I like about the State of Play a lot. It's the best in the series we've got for a very, very long while. And it just feels like we're going back to what made gaming interesting. We're like, it's that time to be alive again. It's that time that like, hey, this looks cool, it looks awesome. Like we're getting it back to big. Yeah, there's still some stinkers here and there, but this one's not a stinker. This one I like a lot right here. We got more information on Townfall, Silent Hill. Coming to PlayStation 5 and PC later this year. Collab between these individuals up here. A first-person survival horror take place on the island of St. Elmo in 1996 Scotland. The CRT device lets you see and locate nearby threats and signals in the town. Similar to the series' handheld radio. Rich detailed environments, narrative-driven puzzles feel tactical and intrigue, requiring players' attention to details. Combination of melee, ranged combat, and stealth, and so much more. So, can I just say, holy hell, what the
Whoa, what
is this thing?
What is that thing?
I don't know if it looks so cool. And I know there's going to be Rule 34 out of this thing for some of you freaks.
Oh no.
Hey, you can't say, oh no. You have sexified Pyramid Head, so I got the proof to show with you and Orange Hat.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Casually moves aside the thousands of R34. What? Pyramid Head sexy. Female form.
He's going, oh no, what is he doing? It's in his
Damn.
soul. I know what it is. He's like, I know the thing.
Wow, you went back to episode 52. I'm impressed.
Where is it?
Damn you, YouTube. I need to get back up to 600. That was not cool.
Where is it? I know it's here somewhere. He's like, he's gonna find the proof. I'm gonna find the proof.
And this is where you should panic, ladies and gentlemen.
But it's there somewhere. I know it is. But it's not the only thing we've got. There's more. There is
It's
another.
a good thing. It's a good thing I did. It's a good thing I did those long episode streams because it's hard to pull out one clip.
We still have more for GoldenEye 007 Light coming out this year. So be prepared for James Bond fans. We're going back to like the origin. I do not like the pre-order 24-hour access earlier, so like whatever. But it's coming out in May 27th this year. So it's right around the corner. So keep an eye out for that.
That's 2 months from now.
So keep an eye out for that. So keep an eye out. So I do have faith. I think it's going to look very good. Although it's ironic right now because some people are like, okay, maybe it's not that bad, because I know these people. I know what they like. Yes.
yes. The
You know what you
sexiness.
like.
The sexiness is back. The Bond girl is back. Bond girls
There's
are
always
back.
been Bond girls. So it doesn't matter. They're old, young, but it's like, guys. So you're saying now it looks good? I always thought it looked good. Like, I just need more to it. So I'm like, and seeing the trailer, not just because of her, I'm like, okay, I'm convinced now. This is going to be a good game, to say the least. So, like, it should be better than what I'm expecting it to be. But there was so much of the state of play that I was great. So I'm not going to talk about too much more. But one of them caught me off by so much that I can't quite find this. Mostly due to the fact that I'm like, if I play this thing, you guys are not going to believe what I've shown you. But thankfully, YouTube exists for this very statement, this very reason, because I just have to say, huh? I was like, huh? What is this thing? It's around here somewhere. Oh, there's that. I need to give you that one. And then there it is. So apparently this thing is based upon a book.
Ooh.
For the clean novel series, The Bird That Drank Tears. Oh, you can't get rid of the subtitles. But it's like, what if they do? Like, what? Get ready for the biggest horror farm of your life.
Oh my lord. Well, it looks like
Apparently, it's like an action game because you see a lot of action. I don't want to play the trailer completely, but this guy just goes to town.
well, it looks like Chicken found the holy grail of awesome and became a badass.
So it's called Project Wild. It's done by Crafton Montreal. So keep an eye out for that. But most importantly, my big surprise is this: Konami's back with the new IP. And it's called Reeve Noir. And wait, it's full blown anime. I don't know too much about the story, but shining brights of light that brings death as they fall. And take a look at this.
Ooh.
So it does look like they're getting back into gaming again with probably publishers, different IPs. So I am completely fine with all that. So like congratulations to all that. So it's something that I feel like, you know what? This is something that I would appreciate a lot to see again. So congratulations. We'll keep an eye on this one. Oh, but sadly, another death too soon.
This hurt.
This one hurts. Too young and too
Way
soon.
too fucking young. And he's not that much older than me. He has a bit of a he has more of a bit of a decade over me, but he's not that much older than me.
He sadly lost his battle to cancer this year, so just recently. So
Oof.
very much heartbreaking. When stuff like this happens, you just have to say, my heart goes out to his wife, to his children, to all those who got to work with Van, those who got to meet him, his parents, his relatives. My heart and soul goes out to all of you tonight. Too young and too soon. It hurts. It hurts. It truly does hurt.
Oh, it does. It does hurt so badly. I loved Castle in the Sky. I love that anime. That was a well written anime from Hayao Miyazaki. I loved it. But rest in peace, James. See, this is why Joker, real quick. This is why we need a cure for cancer immediately. Because I'm sick of seeing all the greats, young and old, pass away from this. But wishful thinking, though.
Wishful thinking. So
Oh, what's
So, but apparently, if you thought everything was done with the Kiwami games, these are essentially remakes of the older titles. Both yes, but also they had it coming. But apparently, Kiwami 3 is not doing that well. And they kind of announced it this year, like 2 days ago. It's like, yeah, that's the last of the Kiwami games. We're not going to do anymore, so we're not going to get Kiwami 4 or 5 remake. But I'll tell you why for good reason. Half the content in the original Kiwami 3 has been cut. 105 side missions cut down to just 30. What? They reduced parts of Okinawa for no reason. They changed character models for no reason. They hired a dangerous individual to replace one of the old characters who has a very much of a track record of being an actual misogynist and a creep and much more I can't say on YouTube. Trying to keep the greens. So, don't know what they were thinking over there. Along with them saying that, oh, we can't redo this, yet they're reusing old animations on new models. Please make it make sense. Please. So they're able to face swap people, but they're like, oh no, we can't redo this. We don't know how. Yet they're reusing the old animations. Huh? I am nervous for. I'm actually going to say this. I am nervous for their new IP called Stranger Than Heaven because I don't trust Sega anymore or their studio. They've went from being on top of the world when Angry Joe and Video Game Donkey did their reviews for Yakuza 0. They got a lot of eyes and attention on that. The first Kiwami game actually did pretty well. Got people interested in the older titles, and then they gave us 6, which I think that was a perfect send-off for Kiryu and others. But it feels like they just can't let go anymore. They cannot let go. But we'll see how Kiwami 3 does, and most importantly, we'll see how the new IP does. So, not a good year to be a Sega fan. Speaking about like IPs, it's good to be a fan of. Gord Verbinski, he went on a big long rant of why he does not like AI. So you can read all that later, but thank you, Gord, for saying all this. It's like, this man hates AI. And that's why I made this movie. Oh, thank you. But you know who should not be making anymore? This team. God help us.
I am.
I'm so glad I didn't pick this up because I was gonna pick it up.
This
It's
team.
unpolished, unfinished.
Actually, you know what?
More?
You know what? My good friend Dan, Furious Stan, the guy who comes through here every now and then, he played the game by this, and he did a huge stream. I watched him and get this, Joker. I watched him play it. It was really, really bad. Like unmitigated disaster. And somehow he dies while changing from in the dresser.
Oh wait, oh my God! You know it's bad when I'm saying that.
And no one was there. Like no one was there.
Oh my God! Hold on. You know it's bad when that happens, and for once in his life, the most hated man on the gaming community, Darkside Phil, also called him out. Because he was just like, okay, let me look for stuff. I'm looking for it. Dinosaur. Even he dies. He's like, you bled to death. I'm like, I bled to death? I wasn't bleeding. You know it's worse when he calls you out. And he knows he's a shitty gamer. He's shitty. You know it's bad when even he calls it out, and everyone goes, "Yeah, Phil, for once you're right." Like, huh? For
You
once, it's not your
hell,
fault.
hell
It's
froze over for
help
that.
help me when I'm agreeing with Darkseid Phil for once in my life. Oh no.
These last 2 years have been a paradox of things. It's like I'm actually agreeing with the person I do not like. I legitimately do not like, but somehow he is correct, and I respect that. Wow, this game was so bad. We actually have enemies as agreeable buddies now. That's crazy.
And they're trying to. Well, the only reason why this thing is an overwhelming success is because it's on PlayStation 5 exclusively, and you can't get a refund unless you try really hard. So that's why they did it. Now, God help me. Now, I can't believe it. I'm agreeing with Phil on that one. But to do a palate cleanse, God is a Victor Nikkei, chapter 43 and 44 out today. And this takes place pretty much right after the anniversary event. It was called Goddess Fall. Spoiler ahead for Goddess Fall and for the first 3 years of Nikkei. Finally, the Rapture Queen showed up again. You do the event, you almost kill her. You do the hard mode on the second storyline. You're getting very close. But then suddenly in the normal mode, things go to hell, and a lot of theories were right. And during the January update, a lot of stuff was just reconfirmed again. So currently right now, these three pilgrims, Rapunzel, Noah, and Scarlet, they are decommissioned right now, and we're trying to save them. We're trying to save these two right now to be saved and be upgraded. Noah got the worst part of it, but we're trying to save her as well. But what's happening right now, Eden can make Nikkeis, but they cannot repair them. So that's why they're calling the protagonist to be like, we need your help. Dorothy is back in the arc again, but it does look like either she figured something else to what's going on. And even her event in the summer event of last year, she kind of finally moved past a few things, but this doesn't bode good right here because even if as I try to look, I don't think that's the commander or Anderson, but that's all I'm going to say. And right now, things are looking very great. The reason why you're saying like you're missing one because that's Neon. She's doing her own thing right now, but it looks like Neon might be getting a little over her head. And this is an upgraded Snow White.
Nice.
Snow White is one of those characters I'm going to say that first I didn't like. Then I'm like, okay, I kind of like you now a little bit better. Then you see the past version of her. It's like, oh. So that's what happened. So then I like the current version better. But this is what they've dubbed the end of the prologue, which was Goddess Fall in chapter 41 of last year. So it's like, oh, so now we're kicking it up. The prologue is all done now. I know that's the weird thing for me to say, but they've been on for 3 years, and they're saying the prologue is done. I know it's weird. It's marketing tactics. So I think when they mean by prologue, I think they mean the stuff with the Rapture Queens done. Now they can ramp it up again. So good luck with that. So while that's going live right now, we do have a collaboration with Licorice Recoil.
Ooh.
I am playing the event right now. I actually really like it because after, Goddess Fall and doing the stuff with January, which kind of just fills in the gaps of what happened in the prequel before Operation Overzone happened, or which is called Arc Guardian, where the world went to the Arc and went underneath for over 172 years in current time. This is kind of nice to see, actually. So, it's a little. I don't know much about the anime. I wish I watched Uchinami, but I will get to it. So far it's really fun. It's really cool, and you got Cafe Sweet. That team, Sugar, Milk, and Fonts. Our sleeping Nikkei. I can't remember her name. The sleeping Nikkei. They're the crew this time around. So I know because last event it was the assassins, being both D and K. Now it's Cafe Sweetie. So this is a really fun event. When they do fun collabs like this, it's nice to just relax and have a little fun. So really good. And so far that is the end of that one. But more layoffs. So gone.
Not surprised. Not surprised.
No, we're not surprised. Gone, gone, gone.
See, Riot Games, this is what happens when this is karma biting you in the ass. That's all I can say. Although I feel bad for the actual talented people who actually do make the characters look interesting and everything in between. Those people I have no qualms with, no issues. It's just the direction of the whole thing. But to the people who did get laid off that were genuine, we feel bad for you. Honestly, we do. But Riot Games, yeah. And like our New Year's edition of Knightcast, this was gonna carry over into the new year, ladies and gentlemen. This was one of our trends we predicted that is gonna continue to happen into 2026. It's already done that already. As of February 12th, 2026. We're already in month 2. But man, for 10 years, I can't imagine working on a game for 10 years and then after the release of the game, it's like, yes, sorry, you're gone.
They were
Oh,
slowly releasing the heroes that were coming around. There's some changes to this. At least what we've been told a little bit that they had the right stuff, but then they kind of screwed up a bit. But this is also Riot not trusting the team that often. So it's like sucks, man, sucks.
yes, it does.
That's it. So that sucks. But here's something that's coming to Netflix. The Madoka Magica spin-off anime, Magica Record, Pluto Magica Madoka side story, is now streaming on Netflix. So for those who do like Madoka Magica but want to get back into it, here's your spin-off. It's now available on Netflix. So congratulations.
Ooh, Madoka Magica. Madoka
Very good
Magica.
anime, by the way. Very good. We have a release date for the Gothic 1 remake, June 5th of this year.
Ooh. Oh, I like the background. I love the background.
Now, I've yet to play the original Gothic 1, 2, or 3, or even 4. The remake looks interesting, but I've seen the Arisen stuff. No, sorry, I don't like that spinoff what they try to do with the Arisen games. I don't know what they were thinking with those titles, anyways. But Gothic looks interesting to me, and so I might try that because CRPG games are coming back. So this looks good, interesting. So I can't wait to play it. But you know what I'm not happy about? Where even I said, "Ooh, that's bad." I should be happy for this. I should be happy. It's D&D. We're getting more D&D. Where we're going to Baldur's Gate. Like,
Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
but look closely. I'm gonna zoom in on this.
Oh no.
Baldur's Gate 3 developers Larian has no involvement with the show.
Oh. Oh.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
And that's not all. Craig Mason, the last.
However, only season 1. Only season 1 of Last of Us. He didn't do season 2. Well, technically speaking, yes.
Okay,
But Craig was mostly
trying
the
to
reason why he
stick.
secure the role for Last of Us was Chernobyl. Chernobyl, that was a good miniseries. That was a very good miniseries.
But,
It's not like one episode.
So Craig was trying to keep it within the game timeline for season 1.
Yes.
Well, okay, I will give him a bit of a pass because at least he tried to keep it as close to the game as he could. So, okay, I will let that one slide. But not having the Larian is like not having Oda Sensei for the One Piece.
That's bad.
So they're really gonna fuck this up.
I do like Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves. Very good movie. More people should have seen that. That was a very good movie.
I got around to watching that movie actually. Surprisingly, it was pretty good. And Michelle, it was nice to see. It was nice to see Michelle Rodriguez do something different for once. It was nice. So I'm glad she. And no, guys, she didn't girl boss her way through anything. She played exactly how it should be.
She had a nice charm. I love how much of an idiot almost an idiot she was. Just like, so she did turn into a deer at the end. I just love that line. She's like, so she did turn at the end. I love the fact they did try to capture the games. Like, I think my favorite sequence is, besides from the owlbear, it was when the shapeshifter goes into investigate. It's like, okay, this is where, wait, someone is listening. You were caught. Escape. Roll the dice. You escape into an area. You go into the armor. Shapeshift. Perfect. Roll the dice. Disguise work. Wait, disguise fail. It felt like the dungeon master was always after you, and you kept rolling and rolling just to get it right. That's one shot sequence was so cool to escape. That was awesome. The right music, the right production design, the costumes, the cuts of to make it a one shot was so cool. It was awesome. That was a cool sequence. Actually, that was a cool sequence in the movie. But not having Larian for this feels like this is the biggest mistake. You need to have Larian. Even Ubisoft was helping out with Splinter Cell. That was awesome. They were helping out with the first Assassin's Creed movie and the Netflix show. At least they're involved with. Why can't you get Larian? So, not good. So, not good. We just got to move on. So, here's a new anime called Needy Girl Overdose. Production studio Yostar Pictures. So, I have no idea what this is, but it looks interesting. And to avoid the Japanese copyright system, I'll just do this, see what it looks. It's by Aniplex. So Aniplex. So yeah, we're gonna avoid that, but things look at least slightly interesting. Here's the good fully match mature themes of the original game. Oh, off the original game then. Okay, so it's based off a game.
Oh, Post Kebab with a $5 super chat. Hello, Post Kebab. Yo, just dropped by to say hi. Haven't caught most of your show. I have been. I took the weekend off and I streamed Tuesday night. Took yesterday off. Was not feeling good at all. So today has been different. This is a makeup stream for yesterday. That's why we're doing this now. Go ahead, Joker. Continue.
So yeah, we're gonna try to avoid a little bit all that, but Marvel Rivals, we're getting magic.
Yes. Yes.
They announced a few more people, but since we're running a little close on time, I thought we showed you the girl's back, and she's still got it. I think
Now,
that one's releasing sooner than later. I'm not 100% sure, but again, there was a lot of stuff for the state of play that I wish I could refine again. But it was a good stream. It was a very very good.
well, I am very glad that that this state of play I heard was really really good, and I'm like, wow, PlayStation found finally found the brain. They finally found it. But this is good though. I like this. Um, so guys, we are toward. Oh, was there more news, Joker? Or was that it?
There's some more
Oh,
news
yep, yep, yep. Let's continue.
because this is one I wanted you and Phoenix to talk about. I don't think you guys ever got to it.
No, we only went an hour due to like how badly tired we were. We were like, oof. But
Apparently,
Joker, Joker,
I am
go ahead with this.
furious. I'm furious. I'm furious. Why is Colin Turner and Margaret Qualley, good people by the way, are reporting the stocks in Possession remake? You guys know Possession? West Germany, East Germany,
Oh,
late 1960s, the
oh,
famous subway scene where she goes, you know, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna Google this. (1981). You know this movie. You know this movie with this iconic scene. You know, with this actress and a movie that's so good you cannot make it. That oh, I cannot show that. That has boobies. You know, this scene with the alien. Oh, the alien. Oh, this wonderful creature. Look at that. You can't do stuff like this. Throwing up. You know, this scene that she literally had to go to get herself checked out. You can't do this.
oh, this is gonna be bad.
And look who's
This.
directing it. The Smile director.
Oh no,
No. First
no.
movie, everything wrong with
Fuck.
horror. Second movie, but Naomi Scott's so good. Everything wrong with horror. But, however,
Smile 2 should have
but
not been a sequel.
I will give credit to Smile too. The filmmaking was done a little better. I was like, yeah, the filmmaking's done a little better here. Still typical Hollywood, but I can appreciate the filmmaking better. But Naomi Scott, everything wrong with it. No. I'll give Miss Scott the benefit of the doubt because after finally watching it, I said Naomi's the best part of this damn movie. Where everybody's a 0, she's a 4. Where everybody else is a 0, she becomes the 5. So she salvaged the movie. Did she deserve an Oscar nom? No, she didn't deserve that. No, not even golden. I'm glad she was nominated, but where everybody else is a little better and worse, at least she was passable. But it's the Smile director. Keep him away from this movie. And here's what I have to say. And that is what I had to say. I do not want a remake. You leave this movie alone. And
Oh,
instead of wow, I know I said a lot because it is a lot to say.
I can't believe they're gonna go through with this. Look, nothing. Look, and let's be fair, people. Nothing against Turner or Margaret Margaret. Great actors, love them. But I think there's a different movie for these two that would have been better. And uh Parker Finn, get the fuck out. The only redeeming quality, I will agree, the only redeeming quality in Smile 2 was the filming and all that, but
We
that was
we
it.
we we don't need it. We don't need it. We don't need this movie. Please go away. Why do we torture ourselves with this all the time? We don't need this at all. Just go away. Go away. Go away. I do have one more gaming news. I do want to say this. Apparently, a developer known as Pixel Fade, small Canadian studio trying to make their Western and Eastern visual novels. Here's a fun fact: none of them are very good. Even though I bought all of them, only because Kira Buckland was in Ethereal Igma. They're not very good. They're not very good. Well, someone's gonna say, "Well, stop you." Here's the thing. Apparently, they went out on their own terms. Like they announced that, like, oh, that everything is being shut down and also delisted. If we go like, wait, they're delisted? Yeah, every one of their games now are delisted, save for the people who have their games already in their Steam library. So you really didn't have that lot of time to just go buy them. They're like all delisted, gone. You can't even buy them no more. So I don't know why they even did that. It's like, huh? Like I've never heard, well, outside of the ones who are assholes for developers.
Right. Um,
And to me, I found that to be weird. I found that to be weird. They would delist everything and be like, yeah. So it's like they're just um, gone. Let's see here. Let's see if we can go to the website. I think now the website's like no, they're like all gone. So they didn't like say they have publishing terms or anything. A lot of their titles are self-published. So I do want to say this: someone who's bought all their games, they may have known their audience and what they like, but when each story feels weaker than the next, and they're just not getting good at storytelling, relying on the same jokes all the time. Like they were very self-aware of the jokes. Like literally, there's characters out there look like from their Breaking Bad in the second game. I'm like, really, we don't need this. Another game has like a Donnie Darko reference, but they call it Donnie Darko. I'm like, what are they? Even Gigard, that's right, Gigard, the guy that you and Mr. Anime 343 hate, appeared in the game just to say that anime's trash. I'm like, oh wait, anime. Oh right, trash taste. His podcast with the other duos. I'm like,
I
really? You
swear
have to be
every
that
time that guy
self-aware? Oh, I'll make it worse for you. Their last game parody Alex Jones. I'm not even joking. Because they get around the very stupid legal limit. I'm like, why are we talking about Alex Jones? Because this guy be like, well, so you do like, no, we don't do that. Just make your damn game, make it interesting. If you want to know what I had to say about the damn game, can I get
Go
can I
as
even
far as
share
you
this?
go as far as you can, Joker.
I'm
Rant as
trying to
far
figure
as
out
you
like how can I do
rant.
this?
I already paid the FCC penalties and waivers. So, but by the way, FCC, I'll see you in court. I'll see you next Tuesday for brunch.
All right, view community hub. Okay, hold on. Okay, I got it right. Got a little bit because that's like them saying that they're retiring and everything. So it's like if that will ever pop up. Can oh my god, I could still do the review. Let's see here. All reviews to the negatives. So does this pop up? Okay, there it goes. There's that, but let me show you my review. Here's my review. It is a you know how Kojima does the whole like I watched a movie and then it's like, oh, I watched a movie. This is my paragraphs. There's only 2 pros I give. No, I'm just gonna link this to you so you can read it on your own time. But I went hard on this game because I felt like, you know what? I'm just burned out. You wasted my money. You wasted my time. There's only 2 pros. But look at this.
Oh,
Look at this. Look at my codes.
oh my god. That
A
is a
basic
shopping list. That's a shopping list
Filler.
right there.
And 10 people liked it because on my Steam page, I can see 10 people. Just like
Wow, Joker, you do not hold back this time. I'm glad you're not holding back this time.
I know spelling errors and everything, but I said
Well,
like illusion of choice.
I have spelling errors too. Completely normal. We still
I'm
get
like,
what
the
you're trying
lead
to
is
say.
boring. No. Like I said, the
Oh, the ending. Oh dear God, you even trashed on the ending. Oh,
because they do this all the time. The endings. It feels like the writers cannot come up with a better ending. Each one's the same of either living a normal life with your romance partner or join them instead. In fact, this game, along with Ace and Theory, have a rush ending that's not earned. What was the point of doing all 3 routes just to get years where everyone is years later? Like playing this game, it was like so nothing happens. Like if you go up to my filler and illusion of choice, they tie into each other. It's like, so none of my choices matter. It was all filler, and the main conflict is resolved within one simple choice. Like, look at this. They try to at least give you the whole, oh, your sister's sick and she needs medicine, or you need to pay the bills on time, and you were fired from your job for a reason. I felt like, okay, at least I have motivation. But it was like, so I went through this whole game trying to figure out who got me fired, and it was the only other people with silhouettes. Or sprite models, I should say. I'm like, so I will link this to you later, so you can go, so you can go.
You had fun. You had fun with that.
I had more fun writing this than playing the actual game, and they were always tongue cheeky of the next game, which was supposed to be like the sequel to the first game, but it was like, you need to stop this and just make it already, or do nothing. I mean, I saw a review that someone said these are timeless classic games. I'm like, they're not timeless. They're not all delisted. So that review is now irrelevant. Or how this guy tried to blame people, saying that, no, you don't like these games because you want H. Look, if I want H scenes, I go play an adult visual novel. I'm not looking for that in my games. If I'm playing a visual novel, I want what's a good story, or what's something that feels good, or something is meant to be dark and mature. I go, damn, I'm glad this is a visual novel. I'm not playing a visual novel for H scenes. No, 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 no. If you're playing that, then you need to play different games then at that point. But anyway, like he said earlier, if we can get this to work again, because I don't know if it will or will not work. Try to. Okay, let's see here. Share this one if this will ever work again. I like he said earlier, I was on
Oh,
a cruise
yes.
actually.
Oh. Oh,
So
I
we gotta
saw
go
black.
all the way back over here.
I saw a blackjack table. I am there. I have money.
So we gotta go all back. I don't know how this is going to work, so we'll do the best. Like I said, I was on a trip to like Puerto Rico, to the Caribbean and everything. So will this pop up? Is it not popping up? So we'll try this again. So I think I will just have to go over up. Well, I'll have to try to do something right now because I'll stop this right now and then come. Let's see here. Let's see if this works right now because I'm trying to do as
Okay.
much as possible if I can do this. It's like, nope, come on, really? Don't do that.
Oh.
Don't do that to me right now. Come on.
Look at that view. Look at that
I
view.
really don't like when this does this to me. One of them, and then like two of them. Okay, so keep it side by side. There we go. I see it side by side for now. So this is kind of like off our balcony in Puerto Rico right now. So before we get to the cruise, so there are my folks over there. We're just kind of wandering out, and this is like the first family photo we get here. So it's like this is wonderful, just us together. So I'll try like speed on. Like this is the one I was trying to get like a Dutch angle shot for, or at least an angle. I was trying to go down lower enough so I can get at the right angle, but I'm like, I'm a little proud of myself for getting something at least. So I
Oh,
tried my
that's a good
best.
shot.
I didn't
That is
try
a good
again
shot.
already, so but it was decent. So, but I kind of like it because I got the sun setting a bit. I got the little lens flare, but I'm like, I was trying to experiment a little bit. So there
Kitty.
was a little stray kitty cat here, so I'm like, I gotta get a photo of this cat. Don't worry, the cat was just sleeping, so don't worry. Just chilling in the sun. This is how low one of these chairs were in the hotel. Like if you went all the way down, I was like, oh god, this is all the way in the back here. Oh god, so no.
I would have fallen over in that.
So this is like one of the mirror shots I found when walking around for dinner the first night that I ended up paying for. And okay, so this is the horror story. So let's go. So going this way, you're going to old San Juan. So there's like new San Juan way in the background, part of the hotel over there. And this is old San Juan. Now, like I said, wearing this shirt, there's a little bit of a horror story. So here it goes, but not really horror. My mother thought that she wanted to Google Maps, and I brought the hotel, and I'm like, all right, mom, what do you want to find a McDonald's? Apparently, there was a McDonald's in San Juan, Puerto Rico. So we're like, okay, let's go there. Let's find the McDonald's. So we're walking, The further we got in Old San Juan, the more dangerous it started to become. It kind of got a little sketchy, and we're like, where is this McDonald's? Like, we're getting further and further away from the hotel. We need to find this thing like now. So thankfully we saw somebody walk by, and it was like, is there a McDonald's nearby? He's like, there's a Burger King, but not a McDonald's. So we're like, so we just wasted an entire hour, missed breakfast. Let's just go back to the hotel. Mom's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, Mom, I'm like, well, I saw the maps, and I said, you did not look at the maps. I had the map, and I was trying to figure out exactly where this thing was at. But they already started walking in that direction from the hotel. I'm like, I got to catch up. So, and then I lost Wi-Fi. So I'm like, well, we'll just see if we're in the right path or not. So that's my little horror story. We went walking for an hour for nothing, except for this cool shot that I found. So it got a little rundown in Old San Juan. So it's like, let's get out of here. But even walking in Old San Juan for one of the parks, at least, I saw like these statues and everything. I'm like, yeah, let me take a couple pictures of these. So it looked interesting. Now, funny enough, the only reason why this couple is in here, the couple in the background actually catered for my sister's wedding. They gave us all the food for the venue. So the only people we saw were like, you're here? Like what? Like, yeah, we're going on a cruise. And they're still on their cruise. They got 9 more weeks left. No, folks, I didn't stutter. These people are on a cruise for 9 weeks. Grand total for 11 weeks. I cannot be on a cruise for 11 weeks. No, I did like 1 week, so I don't want to do that. So this is kind of like some of the stuff I still found around like Puerto Rico, the areas we're in. So I'm like, let me just take a couple more of these, and you'll see like chicken and trash in some places, but they just allow the chickens to run around. So again, more shots for Puerto Rico. So I do like these shots that I got because I like the landscapes I like to get. And this
that's a beautiful night shot.
Well, even how I got this night shot, this is not part of our hotel. This is part of a different like area. We were going out for dinner again for another night. This time at the hotel across the street. But this one was kind of more frustrating because even though we sat down, we waited several minutes to be served. I didn't even have like water or anything. My dad's like, you are about to leave to walk out soon. My mom's like, I never walked out before. Dad's like, you're about to if one of the employees doesn't serve us. 5 minutes later than it served us, so we're probably waiting like 15 minutes just to be served. It's like, nope, we're done. Let's get out of here. And my dad makes a little comment after we left. He's like, you know that employee with the red hair, she just looked at me and just didn't care. Like, not a care in the world. So please try not to be like that, but also could I not blame her or anything? I don't know, but the way she kind of looked at my dad, it looks like she didn't care. Or it's like whatever. So we found more of a better restaurant to eat at later down here.
Yay!
The first one we tried to go to was like their menu was only digital, so it's like, oh, we don't have Wi-Fi, so let's try over. And we saw an actual proper menu for this one, and they're like, hey, just kind of seat yourself or be seated. So this lady came to us like, how many? We're like, just 3. She's like, please follow me. So this, I wish I had a photo earlier, but this is actually all on a nice outside the hotel, outside the restaurant. So we're on tables on the level up. So being on the level up, I got actually access to just putting my phone over the railing and be like, hey, not even a railing, just over the just over a little bit, like, look, I got all these nice cool shots at night actually. So I was just really experimenting with my phone, either turning down the brightness automatically on just standard mode to get these nice shots. So actually this is where it kind of looked at. So again, think about this, but over the wall, the stone wall at least. So it's like, it was a nice place to eat at actually. So very nice to eat. I would eat here again actually. And this is me
Well,
kind of
I'm
let me
glad. I'm
look.
glad you found a. I'm glad you found a better place to eat at because
And
I
it was
would have
fast and
been
quick
pissed.
actually. So we got our food to eat and go, and then it's like, all right, sleep the next day, and then we're off to the cruise. So again, me just kind of like doing random shots. I'm like, yeah, let me get.
I love the
And
night
there's our
shots.
cruise in the
There it
background.
is. There it is.
The one where he said that I'll be with you. So over there is the princess. This one is Epic or Norwegian Epic, NCL Cruise Line, Norwegian Cruise Line Epic. So this is from the 8th floor of the hotel, and that's how tall it is. You go, what?
Huh?
Yeah, there's a water slide. There's the
I thought that was
front.
a helicopter for a minute because still on
No,
the
there is a
line.
helicopter landing pad up there somewhere, but that's like one of the water slides. You'll see another one, which is the purple, right way over there, and then like the back of the ship. So we were on the back of the ship. So we were like on 9 on the port side of the ship. So we were on the right side. So I was like, damn, I'm glad I got this early in the morning. There's a little better shot, just a little bit of me going on telephoto lens that time around the camera. So very wonderful. Again, this is like over the balcony on the 8th floor. So a nice hotel with a swim up bar. So not bad, not bad. And there is like an old fort over there on the other side of the hotel to the other parts of the hotels over there. We didn't go over there yesterday, but I'm like, damn, I should get a photo of that. So again, nice. Let me look at the difference of our water. Nice, clear, crystal clean water. Just think about that. And the inside of the ship. And this is like on the 5th level. So I was like, what in the world? And then like
Ooh.
the 6th level, I was like, oh, this is nice to have around. And even just being stationary. Yes, it's port side, but the ship will move because of water and everything. And I was like taking as much photos as possible for my good friend, the Killer Critic. We have a animation project in the works, and one of the islands is an island. So I'm like, lucky I'm going somewhere tropical. I'll get you enough photos as possible. So I'll try like to slightly speed run through some of these because a lot of them are
Ooh,
duplicates.
that drink.
So there's the
Oh, I'm
casino.
already home. I'm already home. Happy
So
place.
it was in Puerto Rican currency. So just be
Oh,
aware of that, or you can charge it to your room. Some of
damn it.
them were cash, but others you need to like. So there's like I get my folks. So this is the cabin. So remember the cabins are going to be small for the ship, but it's only like one bed, shower on the right hand side, bath on the left hand side. But the bed was nice and big enough, so I'm like I didn't bother too much because I was by myself, so I didn't need all that room. And I
Damn,
will tell
damn,
you that
Joker.
I did
You could
bring
have
books
fit.
with me. I brought books with me, and
Damn, Joker.
on the flight
You
over
could
there, I
fit.
decided
You
to
could
be
fit 3
like
body pillows.
I decided to read my Claymore.
Oh, your
I brought
omnibus.
volumes 1 through 6 with me, and I said in the flight, I was like halfway through, I'm like, I should have brought more books because I went
Oh,
through all 6 on the trip.
damn.
I read 4 on the flight, 2 at sea. I should have brought more with me.
You should have brought that Rosario.
No, no.
Oh no!
Would have
Wait,
met-
that's off limits. That's off limits.
That's not going on any trips. That's staying home with me, right where it belongs. So I'm like thinking, damn, I should have brought more with me because that was a very fun read. And if we ever do a watch party, I can tell you here's the difference and here's what they change. So this is still at Puerto Rico and San Juan. So we're just waiting to be left off here. But our ship didn't really leave till late at night. So we were just like, hey, let's just explore the ship. This is one of those nice, you go in the tube but it's kind of bland, but it was kind of all right to go through down the slide. So that's us going to like the buffet for later up there, all on top again. kind of ridiculous how this place looks. You can still get access to this part of the ship. Like again, there's slides here, so one's for the big tube, two smaller ones, just single rides only. So the green one actually has a nice G-force to it. So if you want something quick and fast, is the one that I went on. This one's a little slower, but does also go a little. But if you can look, it's like, why did they go over the ship? I know. So I was brave enough to go over the ship, so it'll be fine. So this balcony right here is available for the general public. The one on top is not. That's for the Haven. So those fancy rich people who do spend a little more extra. So there's that. And there's an art gallery. But the only reason why I took photos of the art gallery, I got a little suspicious of a few paintings. Some of them look really nice. Like that one over there. Like that one looked nice. I'm like, okay, that looked cool. And then I think did I put it in here? And then I saw a couple of these. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, wait, is this too good to be true? Or was this just something else? Because something was bugging me. Because I was like, okay, some of these look good, but others look too good to be true. But then I saw that one. I was like, no, there's no way. Because these were at the Disney side, and I was like, wait. I don't know if I might have ever thought they were AI or not.
Oh, wait a minute. Go back.
One.
Go back. Go back real quick. To the other one. One more. Enhance. Top one's completely fine. Top one's completely fine. That's how it's supposed to look.
This one was like, no, this is the thing that was my giveaway.
I think, yep.
Maybe AI, or just this is how the painting style is. Because look at because when I saw Hemsworth, I'm like, no, that looks weird. And then I'm like, this looks weird. And then that looked weird. I'm like, there's no way. I'm like, something was just bugging me here. I was like, something's wrong here.
This one.
This would be funny if Eagle popped up. It's like, boom. So I'm
save this one for the next time we do Knights of the Anime Table. Save this one because I want it. Let's get Eagle Rider.
I will save that one. I will bring
because I'm part here. Here's the thing, Joker. Part of me is screaming that's AI, but also the other half is saying, well, maybe it's because artists do have different art styles and everything. I factor that in. So it's a split 50-50. Oh, that's the Black Cauldron. Oh, that is so cool. Okay. Let's see. Okay, the colors are correct. The dress is correct. The three fairies are correct. I love the saturation. I like it. Okay. That looks correct.
I mean, this one was like, wait, something's a little off. Like, maybe we'll get the expert in here, but we'll keep.
Yeah, but for now, the Black Cauldron one is correct. So the correct colors.
And then I saw this one. I'm like, there's no way this one's real. Maybe it's one of the other ones he's had.
Replica.
I don't know if
that must be
correct. So I actually got a picture of the autograph really closely. So I'm like,
I wish I had an autograph expert for a friend right now. This would be a perfect time. Oh, damn it. I need
the one times you need people. So then I got a picture of this. I was like, okay, so this is kind of weird. But Then it's like our auction tomorrow, so I'm like, okay, so let's not move on from that. And then whenever I kept looking up, sometimes I'm like, let me look at this stuff. Look at what they're putting in here. Kind of nice and fancy. So this is kind of going to the actual theater of the ship. I know there's a theater and everything. Why do you not want to play sometimes?
Actually, those shorts.
Yep.
That was not his autograph. That was not a
Ooh,
signature.
okay.
Because I just pulled up what his signature looked like. Yeah.
Not it.
And let me put this down for a minute. Here, I have the autograph right there. That's the autograph. That's the signature of Muhammad Ali whenever he autographs. So now begs the question: was that real?
Probably was fake.
Oh, one more. Go down there. Go down. Ah. Let's see. I'm comparing the two right now. Oh. A bit smudged. But looking at the comparisons now, oof. Ugh,
Yes. No.
that's a tough one. This is tough. We'll move on because that's up for debate for another time. That's up for debate because it's bad enough. I hate it when that error pops up.
I don't know why it doesn't want to play, but the video I have here actually. So again, that's us leaving, and that's the princess. The reason why the video is here, why it took so much. It starts with us leaving, and it's like, there we go. Some people shout out, it's like, yeah, here we go, like party over here. And then like this woman over here, I think there's a woman over here. I don't know which woman it is, but there's someone's like, have a safe trip. 28 seconds later in the video, someone on top, I didn't even bother to look on top because that's where all the neighbors are at, to the deck. They're like, swim on over. It was like, swim on over. Oh, is he still looking?
Oh,
So as I was saying, as we're taking
sorry,
off,
my
like
sister.
back to like this photo right over here, I'm actually recording a video of us taking off because mom and dad like, oh no, when we take off, there's no. Because I thought, oh, let's go outside and wave to people. Like they don't do that no more. I'm like, what?
What?
But as I'm recording, these people on this ship, they actually start popping up. If you look closely, you see individuals popping up as we're leaving. But only because we're so loud, the people outside on decks or their rooms are saying stuff. Like over here, we have a lady said that have a safe trip. But on top somewhere, someone shouts out, swim on over.
Oh, that's funny.
And then I
Can't believe
laugh,
they don't
saying
do
it'll
that
take them a
anymore.
couple minutes.
That's crap. Ugh.
So there's like mom and dad looking at everybody like, oh yeah, look, but again, if you keep looking, there are people on top coming out like, hey, what's going on over here? Like, oh, they're leaving already. Like we're leaving them. So that was like cool to have that experience. And then later people started to cheer, shouting, wailing, whistling. This was an experience I'm not going to forget. And I'm like, if I go on a cruise, I'm going to get on that top of that deck. And if we see another ship, I'm just going to go, yeah! So for the rest of the video, which is like 4 minutes long, the remaining 3 minutes, pure excitement.
Ha
It was
ha,
amazing.
man.
That was amazing. So And there's
Oh,
all
oh,
of them
oh, oh,
cheering
yep.
for us.
I'm just
This was
waiting.
awesome.
I'm just waiting for a Peter Griffin to show up and start chucking everything over the railing.
Swim on over. Again, I hate you. So that's us.
Oh, that's
I
a
know. I'm like,
beautiful shot. Look at this
that's.
shot, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot
I'm
fake
not
this.
good, but again, this is just me reducing the brightness just to get things a little more clear. I'm not a professional. Just a guy on the camera, just on a phone, really. On this phone, just taking shots away. It's a nice Galaxy 24. So I'm a Samsung guy. So, and that's like one of the strips. So it was like that was kind of cool to see. And then after that, it was like, okay, I can go home. But in the cavern, actually, late at night, I was like, you know what? I want to do something about myself. I saw a cover band of the Beatles dubbed the Epic Beatles. And this is the early years, and you could tell it's the early years because they're just in their suits. Because they also bow at the end of every song. So for those who grew up with the Beatles, the early years, they always had the suits before they went more mainstream. At the end of every song, they took a bow. So they were really good too. They were a really good band. Just with them, like even though I'm in the corner, I'm like, this is still cool. I'll take all of this. And then I don't know what I was trying to take a photo here, but it's like, okay, so I can just move on. So British Virgin Islands. So day one, actually. We didn't do a whole lot here. We were meant to go on an excursion, but months beforehand, but Mom decided not to do an excursion, but we'll just walk around. I wish we did more, but for what I did capture, like, these are the islands, my friends. Almost everyone you'll see, they'll have it's going to be like this because I took a shot of every port we were at for every stop. Most of them. And I was like, dude, like, this is just crazy. And this day just became just get on the pool deck after this because we just walked around for a bit. Didn't find a whole lot, but it's like, at least we try to explore and do something. So it was like, well, let's just go back. But again, take a look at these houses, though. Take a look at these houses. They're on the hills. They're on hills, my friends.
Actually, we do. Actually, in Arizona, here in Arizona, Joker, we do have something like that, like near the mountain. Like you'll see it from time to time on certain areas. There are houses that are like literally built within the mountain, like in some mountains and everything.
Some of us, and I was like, man, how do they build stuff like this sometimes?
And how's it even standing? You need strong foundations for that. Oh, this is when you got off the cruise?
Yeah, off the cruise. So this is off the cruise. So this is like from the parking lot over here. So you can kind of still see the scale, the size of the ship. So it's like, damn, that's kind of cool. And that's how big it is from this angle. And this time I actually did try to crouch down. I was like, no, I'm going to crouch to give you the scale a little bit better. So I'm like, yeah. And that day just became a pool day. So we just went up to the pool and kind of relaxed a bit. And this is us going out for dinner one night. Because on the cruise ship,
I love this shot.
Because I actually went and said, like, Mom, I need to go lower because I'm not going to shoot you from in the middle where she's at. I want to go lower to get an angle. So this is actually one of my better angles that I got, actually.
That's actually a very good angle, Joker. Good job.
I was just guessing, but let me go to here.
You caught everything's perfect. You got you have the background. You have the lighting. Your mom looking amazing. Very good.
Yeah, very good. So thank you. Thank you.
I like the fact that I'm glad that light changes colors because I thought that blue was just gonna be a mainstay color. Ooh, you okay?
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So
we got Mario Kart in the house.
Unfortunately, there was a mistake. They're playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch. My mom and dad said that, why don't you go up? Well, I originally tried to go up, But I looked at it like, I don't want to sign up. I'll just watch people. I don't know how much longer they had. They convinced me to go up. Like, no, you can do this. You can have fun. And I'm like, but we got to go to dinner soon. It's like, if I do this, you're going to say it's time for dinner. That's like, blah, 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 blah. So they convinced me, like, fine, I'll go up. I'll sign up. So Dad gets one of the attentions of one of the employees. Like, he wants to sign up. Like, it became full when I tried to ask again. And they said it was close to 5:30, so they were going to shut it down. So it's like, wow, that was stupid. I should have just signed up immediately. So that was a bummer, but it's kind of cool to see other people play. Now you're going to ask, did they ever do Mario Kart again on the ship? And I put that in the survey. I'm like, please play more video games because you'll be surprised how many people will want to play these games. But this will come back up later in the photo gallery. So I just took a couple pictures of a couple bars we were at or what they're playing. This is at a steakhouse, a Brazilian steakhouse, where the main gimmick is you get like a red and green side stuff like this. So let me use Makima. Makima's better than this. So kind of like this, you'll have this will be green, Makima will be red. So you put green, they'll keep serving you nonstop. Once you flip it over, red, you want to be done eating. And it all comes on to you on a skewer. They say, do you want some New York strip? Like, I'll take a New York strip. Oh, cut, perfect. The meat, tenderized, perfect. Oh, I was full after several different varieties of steaks and meat products. So good. Here's a jewelry store that I saw Miss Piggy. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, ha, ha, ha. Oh,
I
that
was like, what's
is.
Miss Piggy doing here? I'm like, I'm going to take a photo of this. This is too cute to pass up on. So there were a couple comedians on here. This guy, I guess he was all right, but not my cup of tea. So, but he had some good laughs here and there, but I'm like, not our personal favorite. And almost like every night, there's like a band playing on top of the pool decks. So I went up to one of them. She has a good voice and everything. Now you're going to ask for some of these people, like some of these employees. I want you to take a wild guess how long they're on these cruises for. Just take a wild guess. Any number.
Oh, God. Cruises, depending on the trip where you're going. I want to
Just say a
say
number.
15 days.
8 months.
Oh, my goodness.
And it's probably a one-time salary they're getting for 8 months. It's good money, nonetheless. 8 months. So think about being your job for 8 months. Would you do it? You could be a cook. You could be in the laundry. You could be one of those people helping on the desk, or serving beer, drinks, food. Be one of the show people.
To tell you the truth, if it's a one-time salary,
Could be a one-time salary. Could be anything that they're getting paid. So they might be paying you well enough. I don't know if it's a one-time salary, but if you're stuck on a ship for 8 months and it's like, well, I'm not going to spend my money elsewhere because I'm going to be stuck on the ship and I don't want to spend it all in one place. I don't think it's a one-time salary. It's got to be a rate you get like every week because remember they got to pay you for 8 months. So it's like, well, what's my total going to be for 8 months? And remember, you're stuck on the ship. Yes, you can go off the ship for ports to relax and everything, but you got to remember, you got to be back on the ship at a certain time every single day before they take off. So could you do that for 8 months and get paid? It depends, but you can answer me that question later. So I believe this was, what was this one again? I can't remember all. Wait, I can't remember all the islands we went to, but this is the second island we were at after the first one, which was the British Virgin Islands. So again, coming off the port and everything, I was like, this is coming in. I was like, wow, it's kind of cool actually. And we went to a church actually because getting off the ship, I see this church in the distance. I'm like, there you go, Mom. There's your church. So I'm like, let's go to the church since we didn't do anything on BVI. So I'm like, well, try to find the church. And it's like, well, it's not this way. Let's go left. And not to make the same mistake again at San Juan, old San Juan. Dad's like, let's just go back to the ship. And we went like kind of like straight. We went to the left for a couple blocks. And I said, no, let's just try one more block, see if we can find it. Because I had a feeling it was near this area. So instead of going left again, I said, no, let's go up. Just go up one. Thank God I said go up one. Because I saw what I saw on the ship. I was like, there it is. I'm like, there it is. Keep going straight. Let's go find it. We're almost there. So this to get in, obviously, of course, is being a tourist destination. They want you to pay to get in. So for 3 people, it costs $15 a piece. So around $40. I was like, what? I'll pay for this one. No, $30. There you go. I'll quote around $30. I'm like, I'll pay for it. So we get in here, and I went crazy with the photos. I was like, I loved seeing old tombstones, architecture on here. I was like, this is kind of a nice cemetery. We're here. So kind of got a little bit of that. So along with kind of like where we started from, like the ship is in the background on the right hand side, but this is kind of like the path to get in. And I was like, dude, what's this over here? I was like, I was like, all right, kind of looks. And there's my mom again, and this is one of the part of the church, but you'll see more photos later. And then this is us on the inside. I was like, man, they made this, place to last. It looks really nice and clean inside. And I'm like, we kind of sat here for a while. I was like, man, just kind of like taking it all in. That there was no masks or anything, so that we were very much lucky to get. And then this is on the left-hand side, kind of near the street. There's a school on the other side, and we heard the kids shouting and everything. What's going on over there? I'm like, oh, they must be playing a game or something. So, and that's kind of what I saw for the ship. I was like, because I wanted to come here. Like, so when I saw this landmark again, I was like, I knew we were in the right spot. So I'm so glad I kind of found this place. I'm like, let's just go over here and just kind of make this the one thing, and then go back to the pool deck again. And I was like taking again like photos like nonstop. Like I was getting like every detail like Iraqi sensei would do for JoJo. So Iraqi, if you need somebody, call me, buddy. And I was like, dude, this place, like they built this thing to last. I was like, wow, at everything. I was like, wow. So I think it was made somewhere in the 18th century. And here are the palm trees. So for Palm Sunday, so here are all the palm trees. So I was like, ooh, gotta get a photo of this one for sure. So I was like, this is very nice to see. So I was like, trying to get some more of this stuff. So it's like, this was a nice experience. So I would probably come here again. And this is kind of like the shopping area near the port. So kind of going in, the clothing is where the walls were the clothing. So we try to find stuff for my little nephews, but we kind of got them more layered near the end of the trip. So that was that. So and then I saw these people. I was like, I gotta get a photo somewhere. So I sneakily did a video, and then I took the photos later of the video. So again,
it's nice to see. It's nice to see different cultures, though. It is
exactly,
and this is what I love. And this is what I love, like just seeing the different culture and everything, and just learning about it, because this is really good.
I mean, you're on a cruise. You might as well learn from your spots and everything. So this is what
Oh, that's so beautiful. I bet your parents were having the greatest time of their life too.
They were, but this night we almost missed our are reservations for a play that was on this night. It's called Burn the Floor. And they said that if you're going to come to here, if you have a reservation, you need to kind of like eat quickly and get in here because seats aren't really reserved. You have reserved your ticket to come in here, but if you're not here, then it becomes first come, first serve for those who are in the standby line. So we made it out with minutes to spare. We told them that was like, hey, look, we got to get to this play. Took a while to get the food, but thankfully it came in. It was kind of like speed eating, so I ate enough of my food. And Mom did for hers, but again, I know why she wants dessert, so I'm not going to blame her. But me and Dad were getting really upset, like we are going to miss our play if we do not get to this on time. So Dad like kind of had a few bites, but then left. And then I left after him because I was like, and we're like, where's Mom? Like, we need to get in here. And Mom apologized to us. She's like, I have to pay for, no, not pay, like, I have to sign, like, both of the tickets because I left with Dad. I was like, oh, shit, that's right. I was separate from Mom and Dad because I have my own room and my own reservations under my own money. So I was like, right, I forgot to sign. So thanks, Mom, for signing that. And thankfully for Burn the Floor, you could not take photos during the play. For legal reasons, for copyright issues, and for no flashes to keep the dancers in line, and so they weren't distracted. But I think so. This is Burn the Floor, so this is kind of what it looks like.
Ooh.
But you go through all the eras from classic waltz to the 60s, 70s, very beautifully, wonderfully choreographed. Because the first 5 minutes are like the classic waltz, and they tell you how dancing evolved from the like dancing like the waltz style only being for the higher class, upper class, and then the times move as the decades go by. It evolved from being something high class to what everybody could do. Wow, unbelievable! And they had really good singers too, and some of them went to the other shows as well. Again, the Epic Beatles, like I said, they don't just do one era for the Beatles. They do them all, so that was very great to see. You can do deal or no deal, or try to win some cash prizes. So I didn't do
Oh,
that.
I
But
would
some
be,
people did
I
that.
would be do. Oh, is that the stage?
This is the stage for the cavern, but I do have a stage later for the Epic Theater. And apparently Sunday the 31st. I know this is still an old one, but a different one. Or I'm like, I'll take a photo of that. And this time I did find some better seats because we got here a little quicker on time. Because like I said last time, I was way over here. Now we were kind of like over here, so I'm like, I got a little bit better shot of the band. And that's like one of my drinks I had, so I'm like, and it was all free because I had like the free at sea package. But if you didn't have one of those package, it might cost you a little extra. So remember that if
Oh.
you're going on a cruise, make sure you get the all exclusive stuff inclusive, because you want to be drinking enough. And make sure you get your drinks for free. So, okay. So again, I love these guys. Wonderful band. Ringo, John, George. Very good. And obviously, just with the yellow, they're singing the Yellow Submarine. Go. Okay, so finally. We're actually in Barbados, home of Rihanna.
Nice.
So we finally went to an excursion. So this was the selfie tour. They kind of went to a few different spots to take selfies. The first one was all right in Bridgetown. I thought I was going to do more stuff, and I was like losing just a little hope. But I wish I was on the opposite side of Mom or a different part. But some of these photos you're going to see later, it's like you'll see one side of Barbados look like, okay, this is kind of nice and interesting to see why people come here. But if you look how tiny these roads are, really, there's going to be a great example later of what it looks like and comparing one side to another. Like this side looks a little more fancy than what you saw beforehand, and
Oh,
here's like a church
wow.
going. But look how close this car is to us.
Ooh.
I know these drivers are amazing. thin roads, skinny roads. Some localities
Wow.
and roads were a bit wider, and some houses still look great. Like I think one of them, I didn't get the shot of Rihanna. We did go past the street that Rihanna lived on. Actually, we didn't go through it. We went past it. I was like, darn! I wish we went through it because I would have got the photo. Because in Barbados, Rihanna does have a plaque of where she lived actually.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So I wish we went down there. I'm like, could have got there.
You
Would've been
know,
so cool.
of all the current era females, I gotta say Rihanna deserves her flowers.
She's the one I actually liked the most. I didn't like her halftime show that much, but that's only because a lot of people overhyped her. I was thinking that, come on, where's Eminem, Kanye? Where's anybody? I'm like, she was fine and all, but I'm like, I just like it's great, but I think a lot of people overhyped her, and that wasn't her fault. That was everybody else hyping the living crap out of her. I'm like, still a good performance though, but also she kind of stays out of drama. I'm like, good, stay out of it.
And the fact she has a plaque of where she is at, oh, that is huge
Respect.
respect.
That's big respect.
My respect for her actually grew for that. I'm like, I appreciate that.
But also at the same time, I think this was back further in one of these vid photos that I wish I got. I know where Steven Spielberg's summer house is in Barbados.
Damn. Should have
But
been
also at
there.
the same time, like I said, on the left-hand side in this tour, dude, I wish we got photos of this because you can see the nicer, fancier side. These look like luxurious houses, hotels, where even people like, was it Steph Rogan? One of the Stephs has a nice place over there along with somebody else. And I was like, dang, these people come here? Wow. And then then this tour leader's like, over here is Steven Spielberg's place. I'm like, I can go down the street and find his place. Really? I was like, wow. I was like, that's kind of interesting to know. And then this is kind of becoming the opposite side of the bus because we turn around to go over here. And this is why I say, like, you'll see the difference because the more you go out to the country, you're going to see a little bit more stuff like this. A little more smaller, not quite packed, but a little spaced out, or stuff that may look finished to unfinished. So it's a little surreal, but also a little like, that's some of these islands for you when the further you go out. But this was also, for Barbados, it was also a lot of countryside, a lot of sugar cane and cotton. So just remember that there's farmers out here as well. And that's kind of like where things used to be. And here's like it was a straw mill, like one of the mills I saw. I was like, cool, take a picture of that quickly before I lose it. Now, this was a private school that there was school sessions. So like when coming over here, you'll see the private school and you will see children in uniforms. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, I want to get a picture of the school. So I got it as we're leaving. Why? Oh yeah, I think that was one of this stuff over here. Again, farmlands. Think about that farm. And kind of like this weird destroyed shelter for the cows. Because I think the cows are somewhere over there. I'll like get a photo of that. I'm like, okay, I will. And we're getting closer to this is it. This is the location where I took those seaside cliffs. So this is near like one of the flower caves. So again, selfie tour. And coming out of here, I was like, I gotta get a photo of this, of everything. So here we go. Behold. If he's still here. If he's still here.
I'm still here. I'm just captivated by the photos. So I apologize for being quiet, ladies and gentlemen. I'm like you guys. I'm captivated by all of this. Because I love photos like this.
My camera's a nice camera phone too.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
especially when you get the later models but the camera's really nice built. So
I still have I still have mine, and
what
yet
model is that? What
it
year is
is
that?
this is the Samsung Galaxy A13. So
20.
I've had this for close to 2 years.
Not bad, not bad. At least not bad.
But I'm due for an upgrade, actually. I am due for
There
an
you go.
upgrade. But I'm trying to wait until after the
But most
convention.
people are gonna be like, "Are you on pro?" I'm like, some of these are gonna on pro mode. Others weren't because I'm like, I don't know, like how close can I get to how far I want to be. But some of these were just like, okay, the lighting sucks. I'll keep it on normal camera mode and just kind of reduce my brightness to make stuff a little clearer. So here's a little bird that I saw. Now I'll take a picture of the bird. So, and this is kind of like the sign you see in Mount. So this is like the animal flower cave. So that's where we were. So Mount Guy, and with Barbados from established in 1703. Yeah, I had a lot of runs for some of these stops. So very good. And there's again my folks. They wanted a photo by the sign. They're like, "Did you want one?" I'm like, "I already got a photo of the sign." So I was like, I was good. So, and here we go. Okay, this is one of them. I took one big a long photo because I was coming originally like, wow, but I almost lost my hands because it was a little too loose. So I'm like, oh, it's a little tight because the wind breeze was really nice over here. I mean,
Oh,
I was in 85, 9-degree temps, but
welcome to
really,
Arizona.
well, so I got photos of waves crashing into these rocks over here, and you can also see where the erosions were over the years, making these
Oh,
nice, beautiful shots over here. And again, I kind of got this emotion too, like, so this is very much a very nice shot. There's like me, like, here, let me take some of these rock shots. So like, yeah, and kind of wish I did more around here, but what I still got it was just wonderful. I was like, also my mom told me to get away from the cliff when I was taking the video. I was like, I was trying to get more as possible. So, and here's some like cattle or you know some animals as we were leaving. I was like, okay, let's go. And this is kind of to another destination later. Well, like I said, look how tiny these roads are. We had a blockage. We couldn't move because there was the other tour of us coming, and then we have this car here, and we have this car coming out, and then people had to stop and be like, okay, we gotta navigate so we can get through. So we got stuck in traffic for a while. And this is the quicker one due to the other one. So foreshadowing for later. So
ooh, Cherry. George Washington of Washington, D.C. He once chopped down the
but
cherry tree.
the thing about Barbados is this: you cannot wear camo here. And I'll tell you why. Pirates. There was a pirate that came here many years ago with explosives and ammunition. Want to take over the island. That's why there's no camo here. So you cannot wear camo. You can wear camo on the ship, but when you're on Barbados, do not wear camo. So don't do it. That's why. And this is Cherry Tree Hill. Look at some of those view shots from the hillside. All beaches were public, none of them were private, from what I can recall. And I'm like, let me get some of this shit. I know, it looks like Windows Desktop, doesn't it? There's this part of the island, the sea, the cities over there, but I'm like, I'm going to take as much as possible on this hillside. Just clear skies on a beautiful day. I was like, man, I'm lucky to at least we took this tour. I was like, damn, let me take enough photos as possible. So, and yes, it's being one of the tour stops. You know, I think Mom bought something actually from the spot from one of the locos. So that was kind of nice to see. And this is us actually coming down the hill. So if I go back over here, like I said, yeah, you're on the hill. Then we went down the hill. So It went by really quickly. Like there used to be villages here on this hill, but due to the landslide incident, a lot of them got destroyed, save for this church that was built in the best spot possible. So the church still stands. So, and this is like going down the hill again. Like, forget, here's a windmill that we saw going down the hill. So I'm like, oh, let me take a picture of the windmill.
Ooh.
And then I actually got one of them with the kind of like through the glass and everything. But so again, when you kind of get further to different parts of the island, you can see one side be all look rich and fancy, maybe all the stuff that Brianna used to have, and then kind of get more like, okay, this looks more needs to be fixed up, but there's some nicer houses over here. Do some of the trains as well, due to how farmers could get their products over here and back again. Again, look how kind of like tiny, narrow the stuff is. Look, like that's how kind of a little closer we were to constructions. Like, So thank you to our drivers for always keeping us safe. Thank you. And this was kind of like one of the beaches we were at for a little bit. Couldn't stay here for too long, so because everything was on a timer for you to get back to the docks, to back to the ports again. So I like this one the best because I was like, okay, I got a nice big one over here close by. And a lot of these for KC that I sent, he's like, you're really helping me out here. I'm like, oh, of course I am. I love getting some of this stuff. Again, the ship again coming back into port. This was a 5-minute walk, which felt like 3 minutes because a lot of people weren't on. Oh, Coast Guards. Respect the Coast Guard. So thank you for your service.
Yes. Coast
So going past that, let me picture the Coast Guards. So this is the actual stage now. It is much bigger because I think we put up a bigger one later. So that's like the stage look from the angle that I was at. So this is the Broadway Cabaret. The Cabaret is the only show that I thought was like this was average, and that's mostly to what they were playing. There wasn't a lot of dancing. There was more singing. I get it. It's Broadway, but I thought there'd be more dancing with the singing.
or at least make it show worthy a little bit.
It was show worthy, but I call this one to be the after the show because Burn the Floor, wonderful, excellent choreograph, great singing, wonderful story. There was the another one that's called Red, Blue, and British, which we'll get to later. Which I think I got a better view of the. We're at one of the lounges. This is called Bliss, and they were doing karaoke. Did I sing? No, I should have. That lady sang "Don't Stop Believing," and she got the voice for it.
Oh,
and again, but every night you'd go, whether you're in the auditorium, the Bliss Lounge, or up at the pool, there's always different activities for you to be doing. And whether it's be done by the employees themselves, they're always going to have a show. Even on some of the other stuff, like I think I got one later on. This guy was a whole lot more funny than the other guy. Yet you told it actual jokes. So this one is not Barbados. No, was this St. Thomas? Or was that the other one? Oh yeah, there you go. So this one we kind of went on a train tour. The train trolley excursion. This is kind of like the cheaper one that we went on. I mean, it was all right, but we did go to a nice church though.
Oh, that's pretty.
But the sense being in the Caribbean and again, when you talk about like people originally like Dutch, French, all the different languages here. So for this one, for this culture, we went into what's called lunch mass. So they said you can go into the church, just stay all the way in the back. No flashes. Don't try to interrupt the lunch for the mass. So I'm like, okay, so some of these I were trying to use a little bit of telephotos, so just normal stuff where I can zoom as closely as possible. I'm glad I actually got the priest for this one because I think the priest matched what I was actually trying to aim for. So take the photos. So and then I did get some obviously what you would find in church, but I actually did like these murals that I saw. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get some of these. So yeah, I was gonna get some of these. Forget. But as everybody was leaving, I had to signal to mom and dad, like, okay, come on, let's go. We're about to leave without us. So I always appreciate coming. Woo! Seeing stuff like this. Woo! And then I got like one that kind of mom did like kind of that because that was kind of blocked. I was like, I appreciate this. So, and there's again, they always have statues of the important people who was a part of like these islands. Even something for Barbados, there was like that rebellion they had many years ago. So even that guy like had a statue dedicated to him, to another guy. Again, this is kind of like on the train. That again, I wish the train trolleys was a little better to some of the better stops we went to, but they weren't bad. It's like okay, there's cool and everything, but over there is a cemetery actually. So we kind of had to go around it to get to the beach we were at for one of them. Again, more houses and everything, so things were like just kind of interesting to see the different architectures and everything. Even Barbados, there was one of the stops that had a Victorian setting architecture that kind of saved because this is like something that was like a bank at one point that was like helping out stuff. So it's pretty cool to see actually. And I think this was the night that I also kind of texted saying that, hey, greetings from Norwegian Cruise Line. So here is the cemetery actually going past it actually. And there was a ceremony going on over here. So, and now we're at the beach finally. So there's me and my mom with our drinks in our hand with a nice shot of the beach in the background. So this actually was a nice beach actually to go to. But not this area, but this island here. They shot Pirates of the Caribbean here.
Oh, this is where they shot it.
This is one of the islands they did shoot for the film series. So, was it Tortuga or Port Royal? I can't remember. But if I go back to one of the signs, I'll be like, ask mom, like, when was one of the days we were at? Because I believe this was day 4. Yeah, day 4 that we did.
Honestly, Joker, this is so pretty. That is
Because
a
I
beautiful
think you can
view.
kind of see a little bit where not, or just me trying to guess that which island was this? Because this was just really nice to be at. I'm like, I wish I found
I can literally
location.
hear the waves. I can hear the birds and just it mentally, Joker, whenever I have a bad day, mentally I am here. Just relaxing.
So yeah. So this is like I was trying to get like a different like video like for a slow one, but I didn't quite like what I like. Okay, so but now we get to Saint. Oh my God, I'm gonna look this up eventually in the future to exactly. Okay, wait, there we go. There's a bed. So, wait, did I not put the rest in there? But no, I think that was the same one from last time. So this is still on that same island that they did Pirates of the Caribbean, one film location. But these shots are the ones I'm the
Oh,
most proud of because I got the sun down. Yes, I'm in golden hour.
wow. And ladies and
Okay, here we go.
gentlemen, you cannot fake this. You cannot.
There we go. We were in Saint. I'm talking about day 3, I think, because we went to Barbados, St. Thomas. I think this was in Antigua. Or was this Barbados? Can't remember. Okay, hold on. Let me do a quick double check because I think I got the locations wrong. Okay, so Barbados was the previous photo group that you saw, like the seaside cliffs. So this would be St. Lucia then. So St. Lucia was what? Oh my gosh, let me look this up. St. Lucia served the film location of Pirates of the Caribbean, Country Black Pearl, featuring scenic spots or Rico Bay, the natural. Okay. St. Lucia was one of the islands of the Caribbean. Ah, here we go. Actually, the bring the black man. So yeah, this was used for Pirates of the Caribbean. So this was St. Lucia. So Barbados was the other one. So this is us leaving St. Lucia, and it's like, damn, I got these wonderful night shots that Mom was kind of wanting to come up here for a while. Again, more of the Beatles. This is the later years where they kind of get a little more heavy, a little more sad. And now this is, since I got it right up here right now, thank goodness. This is St. Juna. Because I believe this is St. Juna. I mean, look at that ship over there. Look at that private yacht. What was Antigua? So 1 and 2. Ridiculous. Again, more stuff up here, and this was our double decker one that we did. So we went from St. Martina, Antigua, Barbados, Lucia. So this was like ridiculous to see here. I was like, whoa. And I saw like an iguana. I was like, we saw an iguana just sunbathing. So it's like, let's go get the iguana. So I got the iguana shot. And yeah, some stuff does look a little ridiculous, but it was nice to kind of get on this double decker. Now, these are kind of like the salt, like this was very much salt base area, so very salt. So these are kind of like the mine people working in the salt mines. So like husbands, wives, children. These are like people who used to work here. So I kind of got this quick photo around them. And like I said, beautiful place, beautiful day. So Mom and I, even my mom borrowed my phone for a bit just to take some of these photos because she had more of a clear view of the double-decker bus. So again, tiny roads compared to the rest. So it was like, no. But then you gotta look really close here. If I can look very closely here. If you can make out a mountain, that's an island. That is the island in a distance. And then this one being in St. Juna. Was it Juna? Yeah, or Lucia. In Lucia, I should say. Lucia. Yeah. One of them, because I know my mom to think that was the one we were. That is the filming location where they film for Skull. It's called Sage Island or Skull Island for King Kong Skull Island. So in the distance over here is the island they use for the movie.
Oh, all the views. Whew.
So kind of like that's. So yeah, that's kind of like where we kind of see that like in the distance, and then after that hill, you go like whoa. So this was the Dutch side of the island. You kind of go like whoa at everything for a little bit, and then you kind of get down to more statues, more areas. My mom got a better shot of this, but that comes like where, because they were kind of like fighting, two sides of fighting for control of this island, but eventually Spanish would claim it. They would defend it for years, then they would leave. Then like the Dutch and French would come over, and it's like, let's just split the island. So that's like declaring their independence and claiming the island. We kind of stop at a little shopping area for a little bit, and I was like, let me take a picture of this fort. So I'll get that as we're like getting food. More shots of the cemetery, so, and then you kind of see this. Because this is one of the beaches we went to. It was like a small airport, and then you get to stuff that's a little bigger later on. And then over here, I don't know if you guys remember. Yeah, so this is St. Martin. So this is St. Oh my God, I was right. This is St. Martin's. So that means the one I had beforehand was the actual correct one. So yes, that was St. Martin. So I was right. So holy crap, I can't remember. So yeah, this was like St. Martin. So we kind of went back upwards because we went to St. Martin's, Antigua, Barbados. No, St. Thomas, Antigua, Barbados. I don't think we did Lucia, Martin, because St. Thomas was our last one that we went to. Because this is the beach. Because you got to go way back in the day. Discovery's History Channel, mid 2000s, early 2010s. There was a segment for Dangerous Beach. Not Dangerous Beach, but some of the most dangerous airports in the world. This beach. My mom has the better photo. And I can't. Just the beach. So not that one. But if you look way over here, you see people line up. My friends, this is that beach they talk about. Again, on that History/Discovery channel for top 10 dangerous airports. This is that beach where the jets, where the planes get so close to you. Because again, you're on the beach. You could see them come right in.
Ooh.
And they're like close to you. Like that's how close. And the reason why you see people line up, again, let me go back to the photo. Because this is what the locals and tourists do. Jet blasts of departures and arriving aircraft can cause severe physical harm, resulting in extreme bodily harm and or death. This is that beach. This was on that list years ago that I want to visit a kid, and I was finally here. Now you're gonna ask Joker, did you run off when a big jet came? I was waiting for a big jet, man. I was waiting. I wanted to do what the locals did. I wanted to hold on for dear life, be like, I can do this. A big jet never came. But we did see a couple come in though, so that was nice enough. So figure more of this place on the other side of the island. For St. Martin, we went to a rum shop, pretty cool, to see some stuff, got some ice cream. But one of the problems with the double-decker bus is that it went on long enough, but it went on longer due to the traffic, and this being a Friday, a lot of people were going home for the weekend. It's like it was taking so long, and like even that shot that I got at Skull Island, that's on the way down, going back up, I think we must have been stopped for at least half an hour just trying to get the bus back on tour again. Compared to the bus stop on Barbados, which only took about a couple minutes to fix, that was like a half an hour waiting, so we went back longer than we should have. But good tour, just took a little bit too long to get back. Here is the stage, and it's for Glory, for all the plays you'll see from Red, White, and British, Broadway. The Epic Beatles did play here, and Burn the Floor. Now, what is Red, White, and British? All the hits from British icons. Think about the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and then 2010s and later in the current year. Hell, they sing Adele for Skyfall. They did James Bond. They did Spice Girls. They did some good oldies, so I'm like, dang, this is amazing. So that's the stage. This is the one that my mom wanted to see in the first night. Couldn't get in, but we were able to get in on the last showing, on the second to last day. So more with my drinks, more stuff with of all this wonderful stuff. So this is great. Rum cake, very heavy because it's actual Captain Spice Morgan. And like I said, this is near a bar called the Whiskey Bar. And like I said, you'll see performers everywhere, and he is really good. Although it was funny because these people we met at one of the bars, nice people, nice to know them. My parents started talking to them. We had a great time, and then all of a sudden, this lady over here was the same individual we just saw hours ago on this day. So I was like, what are the odds running into each other again? And like I said, I didn't just read, we brought cards with us. And some people wondered, what kind of deck are you guys playing? And this different woman named Mary, nice, sweet lady, kind of joined us. She's like, I'm going to go to this like vodka bar later inside, the ice lounge that you have to dress up in the special winter gear because it's all ice themed. And you have to hurry. She had to hurry to go get it, but she was playing for us for a while, and she was a nice lady to kind of meet. And she's like, I got to show these people how to play it. The game we're playing is called Deck 9, so look that up. Very fun card game to play, actually. Again, this is kind of like me late at night. I'm like, I want to explore a little bit, see what I can find. I don't find too much with Dad, so that was about it. So, but yes, I got what I was looking for. I did not just get a sundown. I got a sunrise. Yes, I woke up early enough on this ship to be like, where are we at right now? I'm like, no, we still got hours to dock left. I was like, wait, this is a sunrise anime night. This is a sunrise.
Oh, this is nice.
And I'm like, I'm getting photos of this. I finally used my balcony for this. So I got up, went outside, got the shots. I think this is one of my better ones I got. I was like, oh, I got the water, the sun. I was like, yes, I got a sunrise. I was so happy. And I was just kind of messing a little bit, but I was like, dude, I'm so happy.
That is probably your highlight photo right there.
This
The
one? Or the
sunrise,
other one?
the sunrise one.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
that should be your masterpiece.
I don't know. We'll see Eagle. Maybe she'll watch us be like, she might judge me, but I don't care. I was like, this is great. And then, like, I believe this was us leaving because this is St. Tom. No, still coming into St. Thomas. And then it's like I kind of got the nice little before and after. And then I kind of went back to bed after this, and then I went like, all right, I'll sleep. We don't have to leave right away because my cousins actually live on St. Thomas, actually bartending. So we kind of met up with her later, and it's like, hey, we'll hang out for a while. But the eldest got sick, so she couldn't come visit. So it's like, so here's some fish that they actually do feed. So pretty cool. Pretty huge too. And if you think of one of them, you can't see this. Yeah, they almost kind of look like sharks just because of how this is up in the water. So I'm like, yeah. Oh, that's my cousin. And it's kind of where she kind of works at. So very nice people, good restaurant to eat. We just had some drinks for a while. And I actually got to meet her boyfriend actually. So and actually speaking about that, there's that. Where's the other one? At one of the stops, my mother bought me this. I know, it looked like Ernie from Power Rangers. So, but this is a really
Ooh.
nice. But this was really nice to wear for one of the days. I was like, yeah, I'll wear this, and I actually like it. So I'm like, ooh, thanks, Mom, for buying me this. And also,
Gotta love the shirts.
I also bought some more shirts. I actually bought this where Bruno worked at, so I was like, ooh, I like this one a whole lot.
Hey, General Sar,
So
what's up, buddy?
I was just looking for stuff that okay, what's work appropriate, what's not. So I'm like, I'll go with this one. So I really liked that one. And when we got back to the ship, I was like, let's go. And I'm like, oh yeah. So like I said, on the back of the ship, there's like two buffets, one in front, one in back. The back one is more sportsy. So hey, there's my dad watching the Badger game, and it's like, well, we weren't doing so well. So then I'm like, well, I thought like, well, I'm gonna leave and just do something else. There's me taking shots at the pool table.
Hey, here we go. Oh,
And
yeah.
here's what before I get to this little thing. Did I go back one? Did I go forward one? No. But before we get to that, here's some more T-shirts that I bought.
oh, that's cool. That is. I love that. I love that.
And here's the last one. The bigger logo is in the back, so it goes from this to the full thing in the back. So, and it reads, "It's all fun and games until someone loses an eye." St. Thomas. So I'm like, so I was like, "Yay, I'll take that." All right, time to show you what. Time to show you that. Okay, what did Joker say? I thought he said something visual. So yes, like I said, there's entertainment every day and night. It says superhero villains and trivia, presented by a cruise director staff. There's a total of 20 characters. And they include people from Marvel and DC, both heroes and villains. And here's my score sheet. I want you to guess, out of 20, how many I got right. If you and Vaughn, Phoenix, and Darky Dark do not guess correctly, I am going to make you all go. So, out of 20 characters, how many did I get right?
13.
Wrong.
Damn it.
Try again.
15.
Try again.
All 20?
Try again.
18.
Wait, somebody said it.
18.
I only missed 2.
Oh, who'd you miss?
All right, the answer is 2 of that. Number 1, and again, it's visual aid, and all of them were easy. They chose 2015's The Thing, CW's Green Arrow, DC Extended Universe Harley Quinn, Darth Vader, MCU Scarlet Witch, Fox's Apocalypse, X-Men Apocalypse. They show classic Nightcrawler from the 2000s, Power Rangers, Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool, Ronan the Executioner from Guardians of the Galaxy, Thanos, Venom, Ant-Man, Iron Patriot or War Machine, whatever you want to call him by. They also show the Skeleton. I'm like, I know who this one is. The guy's like, which one is it? It's Skeletor. So they showed Skeletor from He-Man. They put Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, Jarvis or Division, Mr. Freeze, What Killed the Dinosaurs, the Ice Age. And the last one, Doomsday. Take a wild guess which 2 I didn't get.
Which one?
Just take a wild guess.
You didn't get Darth Vader or the CW.
No, I'm going to come murder you right now.
Okay, Joker, the door is open.
It was Ronan the Executioner and War Machine. Iron Sentry. Because I thought it was Iron Patriot or War Machine. No, they said Iron Sentry. They said Iron Sentry. Like, well, the guy probably will let it slide because I said War Machine. But I'm like, I'll keep it fair to everybody. I'll just say I got that wrong. Because it was the Iron Man 2 design, not Iron Man 3 or Endgames. Because I thought it was War Machine. That's Rhodey's. Like, he's the War Machine, right? Because they were looking for aliases, not the actual person's names. But it did allow Jarvis to slide, because I'm like, that's Jarvis. He's like, yep, that's Jarvis or the Vision. And the only one I didn't get was Ronan the Executioner. Because I'm like, who is this guy? But since it's visual, he kept saying, look at what he's holding. I'm like, and then I went by, I'm like, oh, right, Ronan the Executioner. Because he had his hammer with the with the Infinity Stone in it. So I'm like, damn it. So I had 18 out of 20. I did very good. Won a prize at the end. At the end, they ask you that, like, hey, so who had 20? And I have 20. I looked around, no one had 20. Did anybody had 19? Nobody had 19. Who had 18? I had 18, and this Puerto Rican family had 18, but mostly this kid had 18. So we both went onto the stage and say where we were. He was from, no, not Puerto Rican. It was this Spanish person. The Spanish person had it. Nice kid and everything. You can tell he had Down syndrome, but I was like, dang, this kid and his mom and dad were having a lot of fun. He must be liking these heroes, so good job. And then I had 18 as well, so we both tied for it. And I was like, okay, you guys need to do rock, paper, scissors, like, just to see who officially won. So I'm like,
oh, man. Actually,
that
you're not
awesome.
wrong, Joker. You're not wrong, Joker. I think me, Vaughn, and Phoenix, we would probably have fun with that. We would have a lot of fun and see
who dominated, but it's also like, damn, who would have this one? So I'm glad they did this, but again, Ronan was number 10 I didn't get, So basically, like answers from 1 through 9. I'm like, come on, give me a challenge.
And then they give it to you, and it's like, okay.
Well, it was only 10. It was like, who is this guy? And I was like, oh wait, because when he moved on, it's like that's when it hit me. I'm like, it's Rowan the Executioner. But they were all easy, and like 14, I'm like, well, 14, he's War Machine or Iron Patriot. But then it said Iron Sentry. I'm like, I don't care. I know who they're talking about. So this is a still dock, but there was a lot of ships that came out from St. Martin. I don't know why they did that.
Everybody wanted to go boating. Everybody
Yeah,
wanted
everybody
to go boating that day.
Look at the shot. Everybody wanted to go boating.
Well, kids, there's a cruise ship. Everybody bring your boats out. Which does
Or
happen.
maybe they're just going hooks for bikini bottoms.
That too.
It is seat taken. So this is us leaving the island. So no more cruise, no more ships.
Safe house right there. That would be a great safe house.
I don't know what that was, but probably like an old building or storage, whatever it was. But again, sundown coming down right now. So that's just us leaving. Lights come on. So it's like, all right. So kind of a sad day to leave, but it was like, all right, then let's just kind of get back to you're late, Raquel. You're late.
Well, she was doing her own stream, so she was.
Was she watching Perfect Blue? I'm joking. Next time you do a movie review, invite me. They did Perfect Blue, and I was like, why didn't you invite me? You're fine. You're fine. I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. You missed out on a lot of photos. You're late. You missed out of my narration. You missed me dominating the superhero villain trivia visual. I did great. I was like, give me a challenge. They only did one Japanese property and was the most recognizable one out of all of them, Power Rangers Super Sentai. Yes, they did Mighty Morphin, so because of course they did. It's always Mighty Morphin. But that's us leaving the island. This is kind of like our final night just to hang out, do whatever we want. We did the Epic Beatles again. There's also dueling piano, great people, just battling out or having fun. And I think, like I said, Raquel, I forgive you. I forgive you, so I don't mind. Just next time, invite me, please. That time for Epic Theater, you could take photos of the Beatles or the cover band. They didn't care. But every time you did one, and they saw you, just like the actual Beatles, you would be like, oh, picture. They would pose a picture. Just like the Beatles, so that was pretty cool. And this is the only night on the cruise ship it actually rained. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I have a video of it raining. It was like it was raining on the last night, and I got a little concerned. I'm like, oh God, let's not get caught in a storm or anything. No, it didn't last too long, so thankfully. But you still got to remember. Oh, this is us in the airport. I'm like, let me just take a photo of this.
El Maquete, Puerto Rico.
And this is my final photos I got of Puerto Rico. Because these are the voices of Puerto Rico. I have no idea who Frankie Ruzzi is or Archangel is. I'm like, who are Archangel? I have no idea who these people are. I know Ivy Queen. I'm like, okay, that's one I know. And then Daddy Yankee. I'm like, okay, 2 artists I know of 4. The sounds of Puerto Rico, and you know that's it.
Wow.
And, that's it. And that's it. That's all the photos I got. I wish the video player would work so you guys can see some of the actual videos I posted. But
the photos.
When I've been drinking in Barbados, this is what I got because my other container that I had was not very good. It spilled, so my mom's like, you need to get it to the better one. So this is the only thing I ever bought in Barbados. I didn't get any T-shirts to the last 2 days, so this was it. So I'm like, it works well. I like this a lot better than my old one. But it was fun. Would I go on the cruise again? Yes. Mom and Dad are going to the Mediterranean next year in October, but I'm not going on that one. I'll just save up. Plus, at that point, I already have my upgraded gaming PC and be heading to the Dells that following month next year. So, so I'll be fine. I'll be fine. But it wasn't all fun and games because I had to text my friend coworker on the PlayStation app because we don't have each other's numbers. Because I'm like, hey, could you get the schedule for me? Because I need to know exactly when I'm working again. I thought I had the 9th off, but it's like no. But thankfully, when we got back late home at night, it was like midnight. It was like, okay, I'm ready to go to bed. Thankfully, I didn't have to be to work till the next 11 hours later. So it was an afternoon shift. So I was like, oh, thank goodness. I was not an early shift. It was just an afternoon shift. So thank you. But Sunday was actually the worst for me because sea legs, oh boy, those are always fun to get after a while. And then Monday, it was like, okay, I'm standing fine now. Nothing's moving around or bouncing around. So great. But it was only on Monday when I sat down. No, it was Tuesday when I sat down for earlier shift for both breaks. I was like, okay, it's still here. I'm a little bouncy still. So, but now it's like all better now. So just remember, folks, if you're going on a cruise, make sure you get a couple days off just to be safe. So don't risk it. But other than that, I had fun, got drunk, very good, ate a lot of good food. I wish I brought more mangas because that got addicting, and I'm still going to say this. I did not know how they're going to do Claymore in live action. I don't know. Because now, after reading volumes 1 through 6, I'm like, how are you going to do this? You can't. It was a very relaxing trip, Miguel. Very relaxing. But that's all I got right now. So thank you guys for joining into Knightcast.
Exactly. Even though this is the makeup edition, but hey, better late than never. Real quick, tomorrow I will be playing the Super Monkey Ball collaboration with Sonic Racing. I is there. He is there. So that will be tomorrow night. Saturday I might do more schedule one because the update came out, except for that one. I don't know what's going on with Sunday. I gotta talk to Rosetta about that one. Monday might be Ken and Bridge of Spirits or more of Ratchet and Clank. Tuesday is Crash Bandicoot 4. Wednesday most definitely is Knightcast. I am back in full swing. Next Thursday, Poppy's Playtime Episode 5 officially. And no, I am not going to sit on the game for a month like I did with the last chapter. No, I'm going to play through this because I want to see how this goes. And I'm not going to delay it till Friday. I'm going to push it to Thursday. Friday is up in the air. But we will see you all again soon. Take care, everybody. Check out everybody's channels again. Thank you to Post Kebab for the $5 super chat. Thank you for everybody for coming on by. We love each and every one of you. I'm about to get out of here. Joker's about to get out of here. We'll catch you all later. Bye.